Hey there guys, just a quick announcement, 20 minutes to go until we start the stream for real, so stay tuned and make sure you share the love around. We've got a good lineup of people coming and joining, and we look forward to sharing this evening with you. So do share the link around for the Twitch channel here, and we'll start in 20 minutes. Thank you. Alright guys, we've only got 15 minutes left until we begin. At this point, our moderators will begin contacting the teams, the team captains, and start making the lobbies in preparation. Remember, the team captains have with those 15 minutes to respond and make sure that their team is online and ready for the first games, which will begin at 6:05 BST, which is in 20 minutes time. So, everyone else, again, share the love. If you can host on Twitch, please do. Division 6 RL. Otherwise, we'll see you in 15. And I'll keep doing these little announcements about every 5 minutes. So, stay tuned. Alright guys, 10-minute announcement. We got 10 minutes. All the teams hopefully should have been contacted by now. And so you guys should be getting your teams all together in a chat somewhere, maybe on voice chat. We've got 8 different showdown channels limited to 2 players on the Division 6 Discord, which I shall do the command for now if you want to use those channels. But yes, just over 9 minutes until we begin. Thank you. guys, it's the 5 minute marker. 5 minutes until we begin our proper stream. We'll introduce the tournament and how, for the teams, how we're going to go about moderating everything, including going over the rules. But hopefully in 10 minutes you'll start your games for those guys in round 1. And we will go from there. But do share it around. Twitch link, Division 6 RL. Discord link is also going to be, in fact it's been in the chat a few times now. I'll post it again. Do share it around. The more people, the better it's going to be. So see you guys in a few minutes. Ladies and gents, 1 minute until we begin. Be hyped! All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Division 6 Summer Showdown. This is Grandy speaking. Hey, Flame.
It's me, Flame. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Woo. I'm just
I
gonna
think you can hear by my voice that we're pretty hyped.
Maybe a little bit.
Feeling pretty buzzed.
Ooh, and look who's there. Somebody creeped into the introduction. Please welcome everyone to Niall. It's going to be my co-caster for today. Because Grandy's going to take over the stream and make sure everything will run smooth. But yeah, how you doing? How you doing, guys?
I'm feeling pretty excited for the matches we have coming up. Can't wait to see what some of these guys can do and the talent that's on display today.
Yeah, definitely. So, I don't know. It's a bit of a unexpected tournament. I mean, to be that big, to be fair. I think yesterday we had like, what, 6 teams? 7 teams? And today we have a booming amount of 24 teams all over the place from every part of the world. Not every part of the world, but like Asia, America, and obviously EU as well.
Oh yeah, all across the world. We have tons of teams from India. Thanks a lot to the RL India guys for pretty much partnering in this tournament. They've done so much to advertise it over there and allow us to go over there. So big props to the RL India scene doing that for us.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
We've got a lot of quality games. Yeah, we need to get our first lobby going on. But as we do that, there's a few other things I want to just quickly point out. First of all, most of you guys already know. Maybe a few of you are just coming in from somebody going, hey, look at this. But we are Division 6. We are a very new Rocket League community. Only been, I think, 2 months now. What we got our logo sorted.
Close to 3.
Close to 3. Yeah, it's close to 3. It's about a couple of weeks away from 3 months. But this is our first ever proper tournament. And we've been doing our hardest to make sure that it goes as smoothly as possible. And to that end, for the teams that are involved, we just wanted to go pretty much one last time over the rule set that we've got in play. So the people involved, make sure that only the people you signed up for are going to be playing. I believe we've pretty much ironed out any extra players and added any extra subs that we needed to get hold of. But be sportsmanlike. If people begin shouting and screaming, then that could result in disqualification.
That's Cass's job.
That too. Please take screenshots of your endgame screens, just for record, and we've got a Summer Showdown match report channel for the captains to post those in, so please do that. We'll try and contact all the teams 15 minutes before their game begins, and we'll set up the lobbies for you in the region that we've decided on based on the information you gave in the sign-up sheet. But beyond that, if you have any problems, we have the Summer Showdown channel in Discord. Make sure you ask any questions in there, and we have a guy that will be looking at those every time. And that's pretty much it. You got anything else to say?
No.
Oh, lastly.
I thank you. You talked about everything.
Prizes.
I'm just trying to get the teams in.
Prizes, my man. So the winners of this
prizes.
will be taking away, like, the first prize, the first top 2 people, are going to be taking away an item of Division 6 merchandise. We will have a bit of a choice, and a choice of colours as well. Because we've got, I think it's like a hat, a mug, or a mouse pad, or some other similar item to be giving out for those winners, as well as, I think we've got a black market decal to give away to those 2 winners as well. And then second place, we've got a flashy set of wheels to give away. So not the hugest prize pool, but we're not here for that in the end anyway. Here for a good time, and see some quality gameplay induction, hopefully.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, it's our very first tournament, right? So we kind of try to set a reasonable bar for the first one. But there are more to come, so make sure, before you see the quality gameplay that you will likely see the next couple of hours, make sure you follow it, you follow our Twitch, make sure you join our Discord if you haven't already. And I think that's about it. We don't have really an active YouTube and Steam. We have a Steam group, but we'll likely have to take care of that in the future as well. I mean, still keep in mind, we're building up. We never built a community before. So just bear with us.
Mm-hmm.
But so far we will focus on the tournament, and let's see. We already see some interesting spam in the Twitch chat. That's can be good or bad. Well, anyway.
Yep,
Good
I've
to
transferred
see you
over to
guys.
the bracket screen, so you guys can see what setup we have. As I said, an amazing turnout of 24 teams. Yesterday, at this time, we had 6 teams. Just for a wee indication of the level we've got going on here. It's rather blown up on us in the last day or so, but I believe we've got it all handled. Should still be fine.
Yeah,
And we've already got
can
games
talk
going
a bit-
underway.
We can talk a bit about the teams, I guess. I mean, we have really big name in the tournament as well with Aces Club. I'm fairly sure some of you know Aces Club as a team. We also have some popular teams from the Rocket League India scene with Two-Face, Liquidy, and I think what is it? Team Grandpa and Pedro is also Anodeep and Spoderman, who've been fairly successful over at the Rocket League India scene as well, and also Cool Kids, the winners of the last Rocket League India Community Cup.
Yep.
So, yeah, will be interesting to see. Also, did you mention how many games will be streamed throughout the tournament? I don't think you did, so we can talk about that so nobody is surprised. Because of the huge amount of teams that participate or that are participating, we will only stream one game of round 1, which will be DC versus Fluffy Gumballs. Round 2 will be, let me check that real quick. I think game 15, that is Cool Kids versus either Team Deception or Invisible Cows, which is happening off stream right now. And we'll also only stream one game of round 3 that we will decide on during the break between round 2 and round 3. Also, we have both semi-finals and obviously the finals, which will be a best of 5. The rest will be best of 3.
Aye, indeed. We'll have to see how it goes. We've got a lot of games to go through. We should have moderators on each of them, and the games going on should be starting. We're waiting on currently, I believe, Black Devil
Fluffy.
and
Fluffy
the
Gumball.
Fluffy Gumballs. It's a team I know absolutely nothing about, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Atula Mao is his name on Discord. He's called Digger Nick on on the stream right now. So he's playing keyboard. Interestingly,
Oh,
He's
really?
a diamond keyboard player. Yeah.
Huh.
So that's an accomplishment already, I would say. I don't know Celestial. I know the name, but I don't know how well he plays. So that would be interesting to see. On the side of Fluffy Gumballs, we have Black Devil and Chrisic. And if you follow the D6 community, you know Chrisic. It's a former Grand Champion. Black Devil also, I think, a Champ High Diamond player. So that's definitely a team to take care of or to take a closer look at. Yeah. So now I mean, while we're talking, we're still waiting for Fluffy Gumballs to come. Would be a bit sad if they don't show up with the match that should be streamed. Yeah, so we give them a couple minutes. That's unfortunate. We would love to jump right into the first game, but for now, we have to talk a bit longer, I guess. So Daniel, maybe you want to introduce yourself a bit more. We know that you've done casting before, so you might want to share a bit of your history.
Some people may recognize me perhaps from ESL. I am one of the ESL admins working on the website. So if you've had any problems with ESL before, I might have been the person that's chipped in and said to you, you know, sort yourself out. I don't want to deal with your stuff right now. I also obviously worked on Trade Central. You guys may have seen me around there. But yeah, ESL's my thing. I've done a lot of casting work, and I'm excited to basically talk over all the games that are going on today.
Yeah, we're happy to have some professional assistants with us, especially me.
Well,
I'm looking forward to
as
it.
far as professional, but yeah, I'm sure we could.
Somewhat more professional
We
than
could
probably
leave it
I
at amateur, perhaps.
am. So it's close to the semi-professionalism, would you say?
Yeah, I would go somewhere along there between semi and fully. Oh, this could get a bit innuendo-ish.
Ooh, that's good.
Anyone else in chat interested in a semi?
All right, I see a lot of spam going on already. How many moderators do we have in Twitch chat?
I don't
So
know.
very
Not by the
first.
looks of it.
Yeah, I don't think so. So we might
No,
have
guys,
to.
we appreciate the spam. Just keep it as hyped as possible. Let's not just flood the chat. Let's get some excitement going on for the teams you're about to see. But yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate the support, guys.
Exactly. Elmo's definitely not a mod. We can change that. Let me do that real quick.
Dizzy Jargon, you want to be a moderator? Well,
I'm
so
not
we
sure
could,
about
we
that.
could sort this out.
I'm not sure about that. So if everyone that is involved in the moderation team would be so kind and talk in the Twitch chat right now so I can mod them. Oh, I don't have permission to do that, so Grandy has to do that anyway. Alright. So I'm not quite sure where Fluffy Gumballs is.
Nope. I believe we're probably gonna have to move on and choose a different set of teams and give DC the bye.
Yeah, and we just have to probably tune in because they're already playing. So, what a start. Again, whatever. So, probably have to DQ them. Alright. How's everyone doing, by the way? Thank you for staying around.
Yeah, we got 38 people sitting in the chat.
Oh, that's impressive for our very first stream. So thank you for all the support. Make sure you post the link everywhere so more people can tune in when we have actually games going on.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but I think every other match is currently going on, so we will go with 2 games from round 2.
Yep, quite possibly, yep.
So that means we will head into a break, probably give you some music. Sorry for the delay, but we didn't know Fluffy Gumballs wouldn't show up. You'll find your opponent, Rail, soon enough. Don't worry. So that means we will likely choose on the second game of round 2 to stream, and we will be right back when the round 1 is finished. So sorry guys for the delay. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
And we're back.
All right. Sorry for the delay again, guys. Anyway, so we have chosen the next game for you guys, which will be DNA versus Oof. So I'll just create the match real quick. And yeah, we should be joining the lobby. I'll just contact the captains real quick. Who is Oof? This guy.
That'll
Nikolai.
be real Nikolai and this guy.
You know them, right? So what do you think of the team? Do they have a chance?
I have briefly heard of this guy. I'm not sure about real Nikolai, but I think probably around maybe, high diamond level.
So we can expect some good plays, you think?
I think we're really going to see some teamwork going on, but ultimately it's about their opponents and really how much dominance they eventually end up taking in the game. They could just totally take control of the ball in mid and get all the 50s. I mean, diamonds are not hard to beat as long as you're quick.
Yeah. Okay, so I contacted the team captains. I think we'll just go on with this game for now. And the next up, we will also have another game from round 2, which will be Cool Kids versus either Team Deception or Invisible Cows. So that will be an exciting game to see as well. Just waiting for the teams to come in. Right, I see Wzrdry joined. Adrian joined as well. So we have DNA being here. So now we have to make sure Oof is joining in as well.
Adrian is actually a close friend of mine, so I know all about him because Wzrdry is one of the staff here at D6. So I think it's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, Wzrdry also a keyboard player. I think he was trying to switch over to controller. But I think he gave up after just a couple of hours because he just couldn't get the grip of the controller. So he's a keyboard player as well, high keyboard player. What I don't know, Grandy, what was his highest rank? He was fairly high, right?
Probably low diamond, I think.
From
what I remember.
That's impressive.
No, you're being too generous.
Am I?
What about Adrian? So he's like a diamond player as well?
Adrian has been someone that's just consistently improved at the game. He doesn't get an awful lot of opportunities to play this game, but when he does, he's always improving, and he's currently on his way to champion, so I'm expecting big things from him. Maybe he can pull it out this game.
Yeah, let's hope. On the other side, we have Team Oof, a diamond team as well. So, let's see. Right, I'm not quite sure what he's doing.
Who's a new real Nikolai and this guy?
Yeah, I contacted him. It's real Nikolai.
Yep.
This is first appearance, first tournament, and we haven't have one game yet after 20. Whatever.
It's alright. We'll get through them.
It's happening. But we have some upcoming boomers, so this is just a fairly weak start, but it will get better. Don't worry.
You don't try to lie to us in chat. You two aren't grand champion in anything.
Oh, did they?
Maybe hoops. Drop shot.
Grand champions in hoops. That's an accomplishment. Okay. How many tourneys do you guys host a day? About 5.
We did 15 last week.
A day?
Yes.
15 a day. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, but we are fairly new. We are about to hit the 3 months that we are existing. This is our first tournament ever, and we didn't expect such a huge amount of teams to participate. But there we go. Oof is in.
Hey.
So I think we will see the first game of today between DNA and Oof. Both are in round 2, facing off each other. So let's see who's gonna make it and who has to go home, because this is single elimination. And I think I'll just give him the go. You ready, Denial?
I am certainly ready. And just to raise the expectations and attention a little bit more, got to remember the winner of this game could potentially be playing our number 2 seed in the tournament, Aces Club. So I'm certainly looking forward to that one.
That
There's
is
a lot of
definitely going to
pressure.
be. Yes,
Whoever wins this game really needs to carry that momentum into the next game, because otherwise they're going to fall down.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting matchup, but they should care about the upcoming match right now. So let's see. I gave them the go. Let's see if they come in. They should come in any moment. I might just contact Wzrdry to tell them to join. All right. I'm not sure what they're doing. All right, there we go. Teams are joining in. We have DNA. Hopefully, Oof is ready. There we go. Let's get this one started. Denial, take it away.
Well, the players have joined the field as the countdown begins. We're starting off with the very first kickoff of the tournament. It's going to be Wzrdry to win that one into the orange corner. He's going to go up high and straight away on net. Excellent shot from XO. Wzrdry, our god, our lord, our savior, into the top left-hand corner of the goal.
6 seconds in, and this guy's on fire. He wants to prove himself. Wow. Reported in chat already some banter, but here we go. Flutch versus Adrian on the kickoff.
He's hacking already.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, fairly neutral kickoff. Kickoff in the favor of DNA. Adrian takes it up the wall. Wzrdry takes his time to punch it across the field. That was not a good pass. Adrian wasn't there anyway, so it might go for that solo play style. So one guy's always back. The one's trying to score. I'm not sure if that will work, to be fair.
What I'm starting to see so far is both teams are incredibly nervous at this stage, and you can already spot there's a lot of ping-pong action going on. Nobody's actually actively trying to beat someone to a ball or force a 50-50. A lot of open space, and you can see the open space almost leading to a goal for the blue side.
Yeah, DNA definitely look like they're the stronger team right now, but counter-attack from Oof, not quite connecting to the net. Flutch barely missing the goal right there, but Adrian was in the goal and ready to save it anyway. Right, oh, Wzrdry with the shot almost hitting the left side of the net. I don't know, I like the pressure from DNA right now.
Wzrdry is on fire right now. He came out so strong. You knew that when he joined this game, he thought to himself, I'm going to make an impact. He's just going to go out all strong, and already playing the patience game, leaving it for Adrian. Amazing patience from Wzrdry. You can tell he's focused. His head is in this game.
Look at that amazing 50-50. Flutch there was no way for him to save that one, and I'm not sure what real Nikolai was. Like, he was probably expecting a 50-50 bouncing into the half of DNA, but who would have thought it was such a neutral 50-50? Anyway, 2-0 for DNA, 3 minutes and 40 to go. Plenty of time for Oof to come back in this, I think, but they definitely have to step up their game, which we'll likely see right now. Nope, Flutch is not there to capitalize on that. Good pass from Nikolai there.
Flutch taking this one in midfield. He does have to be fast and get this one over. Whiffs the touch though, and it's just going to go back into the possession of Adrian. He's going to leave it for Wzrdry. He gets bumped out. Now Flutch is going to have to challenge. Nikolai's the last guy back. This could be dangerous, and that is open. Will it slip in? Not quite, as Flutch comes in with the clutch save. So close.
Yeah, the post really saving it for Oof right there. And they don't manage to get it out. It's still inside their corner. Both players committing to the same ball. That you shouldn't do that. Now they leave it to Wzrdry, pumping it across the goal. That bounced off for Adrian.
Lacking on boost.
Feels backflip, man. That was so close. But it still goes on. Wzrdry trying to get it center, but Nikolai's there taking care of the ball, and I think they give up possession. Yeah, they do.
Nikolai and Flutch really do need to work on following each other up, because at the moment, what I can see is just a lot of panic in defense. Yes, DNA have a lot of offensive pressure right now, and they're playing smart. They're even passing to each other quite a lot in midfield. Flutch and real Nikolai are not really doing a great job of following up in defense, which is the main issue at the minute.
Yeah, I definitely agree they give them way too much space. They might have a counter-attack going on right now. Flutch with a good pass there, but it was way too high. Nikolai not really expecting this, so he's probably expecting a lofted pass. Adrian now with the solo dribble, can he make something happen? Flutch is on the wall, really awkward position for him to be in. Ixo
Wzrdry
missing!
Trying.
Oh, and Flutch with the clutch save.
Yeah, the ping pong coming out a little bit again. You can see Flutch just not. He had a lot of time to actually take control of that ball just then, but instead he decides to boom it back downfield, back into the possession of DNA, and that is going to hurt them as Adrian is just going to take that pass from Wzrdry from mid. He's going to put that one in, making it 3-0.
Yeah, and that is the passing play that we were talking about. Wzrdry, instead of going for the shot, takes the safe passing play, and Adrian really just has to finish that one. 3-0. 1 minute 39 to go. DNA looks like they're coming up strong in this game. Like, they're really strong in this game.
Oh, Adrian!
No
What
way!
a double touch. Straight off the kickoff. He just wins. Wzrdry wins 50-50. Adrian, he's cheating close, so he can take control straight away. One excellent touch from Adrian to put that one in off the backboard. It's going to be 4-0 now. And Flutch and Nikolai have a lot of work to do.
Definitely, and that will definitely help him grinding that champ with such performance. That could be another goal. No, that was barely going to the right side of the net, and now Oof having an opportunity. That is a good shot from Flutch, and Adrian with combining with Wzrdry gets a really good pinch save. I think that was. But Oof on the side now.
There's a bit of a double commit there, but it does seem to turn out as both players for Oof are not actually back there. They will be now as they try and push this one out of their corner. Back out across their own goal though, and it could be dangerous again. Adrian almost getting there before Nikolai.
Oh, that could be. No, that's not on goal. I don't know. DNA really carrying on the momentum right now. That's the pass from Flutch. Adrian barely has to touch that one, and he does so. 5-0 for DNA.
All credit to Adrian here. He's always ready for whatever pass is coming his way, even if it's someone from the opposite team. He's already there. He knows, thanks for the pass. He just puts that one in to make it 5-0 now. And 50 seconds is all that is left for Oof to make anything happen. They're probably not going to make the comeback, but they need some momentum to bring into them to the next game.
Yeah, it would definitely help them if they get one goal at least. But I just want to point out that DNA already has 11 shots on the net of Oof, and Oof has 1. So
Yes.
that probably shows how one-sided this game is at the moment. And Adrian is just, he's so quick on the contest, it's crazy.
You see Wzrdry as well with 3 assists, which means of all the goals scored so far, most of them have been assisted by Wzrdry. Excellent team play, excellent demonstration of team play.
Yeah, Oof really struggles to find a way to dismantle the defense on the side of DNA. So far, not the best performance from them. 6 seconds to go. I don't think we'll see another goal. Adrian will make sure to clear that one. Oh no, he misses it! And that could be the goal, but Flutch doesn't get to it, and that will surely hit the ground. There we go. DNA takes off the first game. And we see some bans in the chat as well. All right. So, what do you think? What do you think so far of the performance?
So far, I think DNA have just completely outclassed Oof. I'm not sure of the rank differential. I'm not sure of the backgrounds of these players. But from what I can see, Adrian and Wzrdry just have a lot of chemistry. As someone who knows both of these people, I know that they also play together sometimes. And that's really the difference between these two teams. It's just that passing play that we've seen.
Yeah, and I think even in 2v2, you cannot really act selfish. We've seen a couple of good shots, good passes on both sides, which ended up being goals. I mean, Wzrdry, 3 assists. That says all, I think. But yeah, I think you have to ready up, and we can get straight into the next game. Excited to see if Oof can come back from this. So far, it looks like DNA will move on into round 3, but you never know. It's Rocket League, so everything could happen.
Anything can certainly happen. We could see a reverse sweep.
Definitely. All right, I think we will see Flutch versus Wzrdry now on the kickoff. Wzrdry wins it big time. That bounces off the backboard. Can he follow it up? Nikolai seems to struggle a bit to get it cleared, follows it up, but he misses it. Adrian is already ready. Can he take it onto the net? No, that was such a weak shot. But Flutch misses the clear as well. That looks like... No, it's still on the half of Oof. Wzrdry plumbing that into the wall, but that looks like it's going to be cleared.
Adrian with the really quick contest there in middle. That's really what's separating these teams and pulling them apart right now is just the pure speed of what Adrian is doing. You can already hear he's up for this ball, almost trying to score it. But he knows that Wzrdry is going to be back, and that's what's separating them right now.
Yeah, but that could be a dangerous situation. It is. Flutch with the first shot of the game, and it's
A little
straight
bit
in.
too much overcommittance from DNA here. Wzrdry just hanging around in the corner, not really making a move on the ball. And then Adrian, as he's rotating back from the midfield, just cannot get a touch in time. And weirdly, we're looking at a 1-0 lead for Oof.
Oh, and they win the kickoff again. That could be another goal. Nikolai comes in, but he misses an open net. That should have been a goal, definitely. And now we see DNA with a counter-attack.
There is a demo coming out as well. Adrian.
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh,
Yeah.
so close from Adrian
was really
there.
close.
Almost putting that into his own net.
Oh, the
Now
ball
the
is...
time will be available.
Oh, Wzrdry with a good save there. Can he loft it over Nikolai? Yes, he can. Nikolai doesn't have boost, and that's an open net for Adrian. Can he get it towards the net? Yes, he can. That doesn't look like it's in. Wzrdry cannot connect to the pass, hitting the crossbar. That was really unfortunate on the side of DNA. It's like
Adrian
ball
up for
is...
this, putting it back in midfield. Leaving it for Wzrdry, but he is hesitating around middle. He's waiting for his moment. Can't wait too long though, but the demo will save them from a dangerous situation in the blue defense.
The second demo, so DNA gets physical. Maybe they need to do it this way. Wzrdry cannot follow up, can't win the 50-50. Nikolai struggles to get to the ball as well. It gives Adrian the option to go for it, and he's gonna fake it out the defense, gets bumped into the goal. That could have been a dangerous situation. Wzrdry already up. Yeah.
Unfortunately not there for the pass out mid, but something I am going to credit Oof with at the minute is that since game one, really, they haven't really been doing a lot of double committing. They do like to use space. I feel like it's paying off for them. They've just started playing a bit faster and a bit smarter.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have, I think last game at this point, we've already seen 4 goals, if I remember correctly. Oh, and Flutch gets the clutch save. Nikolai has to get to Wzrdry's already waiting. He leaves it to Adrian, but such a weak shot. And now all the players from DNA on the half of Oof, but that was such a weak hit as well. That should be another goal, definitely.
Double touch from Wzrdry, almost so close, but Adrian will try and pick up the pieces. Tries to put it down, but it's going to be cleared away by Flutch into the corner, and now they are free reign for a counter-attack as he beats out Adrian. Beats out Wzrdry as well! What a flick, but can he get it in? It's going to hit the post.
No!
Not quite! So unfortunate here from Oof. They just can't get it in, and we've seen about 2 minutes of gameplay without a single goal now.
Yeah, it's definitely another game. You talked about it. It's a reverse game almost, but DNA needs to get a goal the next couple of minutes. Wzrdry with a good shot that could be in, and it is.
The frostbite goal explosion is a signal that the goal and the lead has been equalized by DNA. Wzrdry putting that one in. There's no way Flutch can reach that as he's caught out of position at the opposite post.
Yeah, the positioning of Flutch is definitely questionable, but that in fact opens the game. We're basically at a 0-0 right now. Wzrdry wants to get more, punches it across the net. Adrian comes up, but that is surely a goal. Great play there from DNA, and they take the lead for the first time in this game.
This is just excellent mechanics and display of what these players can do. Adrian making sure that ball gets right on the tip of his nose and sends it flying down 6 kilometers per hour. And that's going to be 2-1 DNA. They're back in the lead once again.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian had a couple of rather weak shots in this series so far, but he definitely made sure this one goes in. Wzrdry now with a wide clear, ends up being picked up by Flutch in the midfield. Adrian tries to clear it, but doesn't really succeed in doing so. Now 2 players from DNA on the side. That could be another goal. Flutch has to get to it, but he doesn't.
So unlucky. Flutch was just shadowing in middle, waiting to see what was going to happen. He did not expect this sort of 2-player pinch. That was going to send the ball right over Flutch. He was not able to get back for it.
Yeah, I mean, if Oof should probably focus more on the game than they focus on the chat. But it looks like DNA, they definitely come back strong in the second half of the second game. And Oof seems to struggle. Both players are now in the half of DNA. That should be another goal. Pretty sure Adrian will not mess that one up. Or does he? What is he doing?
Adrian messing about a little bit. Probably shouldn't be at this stage. They are only 2 goals ahead. And a minute is more than enough time to make something happen for Oof. But that is going to be sort of rotation sacrifice again as the ball comes flying over to the own half. Almost pinched in by Adrian.
Yeah, Oof definitely seemed to struggle in defense more now, going for the solo play. Adrian with another really interesting hit there. Not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. Wzrdry needs to get that one cleared, but Adrian is already on his way back, making sure that the defense stays strong. But
This
that's
could be
not a good clear.
dangerous. Real Nikolai not able to get it in, but it was nice placement. Just not quite there at that near post. Over to Adrian from Wzrdry, and Nikolai will miss the clear. It's up to Flutch now to clear out this corner. If they
But-
can, a bit of double committing and confusion, but in the panic of 10 seconds, there's not a lot they can do, as it looks like DNA are gonna take this game almost again, so close. And surely this
Yeah.
will hit the ground.
And they should surely
Adrian
make
wants
sure
to let it hit the ground.
it doesn't want to. So I think you should just leave it to the ground. There we go. And DNA will move on into round 3 of the Summer Showdown from Division 6. All right. I mean, there's not much to say, I think. DNA, with they looked fairly different in the first half of the game, but came back strong with 3 consecutive goals.
Yeah, it's always a bit of both. Oof was certainly playing a lot smarter. I kind of realized that they decided to stop playing faster in the second game. In terms of positioning, they were doing pretty much the same things. They were just doing it faster. They weren't leaving as much space for Adrian and Wzrdry to get those passes from the corners of the net and also over the backboards.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. So I think we will just get straight back, or get straight into the next game, which will be Cool Kids versus Team Deception, as it looks like. So in the meantime, I'll make sure that I create the lobby so teams can join in. All right. Let me do that real quick. Oh, that's the wrong lobby. Or is the lobby already set up? I don't think so. All right. So it looks like the lobby is set up. So we just need the details. I'll ask for that real quick. You make sure you entertain our viewers. How many do we have right now?
We're on 5
Hey, look who's
currently.
back.
I am back, yeah. Been busy. I forgot to do the replay transitions in the first game, sorry about that.
Oh,
Second game, we picked them up, and they looked beautiful. But,
nice.
Did nice.
yeah,
I mean, the ball was black for some reason, but I'm sure.
yeah, I've got to
it's
figure
different.
out what is up with that. I will quickly look into that. But no, it's going pretty well so far. I mean, a good game to start off with. DNA showing up pretty big.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's
I
a good
mean,
start.
I hope you muted Team Oof. With a lot of banter going on.
I was there. I didn't have voices on, so that should be all good.
All right, great. Okay, so I think we'll just get right into the next one. We'll have a short break in between round 2 and round 3. And I meant that's the wrong lobby once again. Press the wrong button.
Yep, thanks for I didn't press the button to join the game. It's fine.
Yes. All right. So the next one is this one. So what do you guys think of the tournament so far? It's been one game, but it's been a good display of skill, I would say.
Yeah,
Surprisingly close
side
as
of
well,
DNA.
actually. It's a bit of best of both, really. It wasn't too much of a slaughter fest, and it wasn't really a intense game either. So, we're leaving that for the finals.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can take a look. In the meantime, we can take a look at the brackets. If you guys want to see the brackets, make sure you type !bracket or !brackets. I think both will work just as well. So if we take a closer look, I see quite a lot of disqualifications, though. So, I mean, we saw Oof versus DNA. Oof made it into the round 2 because of DQ from Consistently, who didn't show up, unfortunately. Also, I think games with, the one we wanted to stream, DC versus Fluffy Gumballs, and also Epic Lads and AE2. So we have Epic Lads, DC, and who else? I think that's about them, who got a free pass into round 2. But the rest one was like First Touch 1 versus Talk 2-1, so they're gonna face Team Liquidy in the next game Also, we see Foodmania facing Aces Club. I'm interested to see how the score will be there, because Aces Club definitely one of the top contestants for those for the finals and potentially the win the tournament. Cool Kids Team
Definitely.
Deception, we are going to see Team Deception 1 versus Invisible Clouds 2-0 with a score of 9-2 and 6-2. So there might be a challenge for Cool Kids, we'll see. And also Bloodfam versus the Wayfarers with a 2-0 win, 3-0, 6-2. And they're going to play Whoops in the next match. And Whoops is a team that I think you guys know the players better than I do, so you might want to talk about them.
The lobby we've
so
currently got is Cool Kids
Exoria and
versus.
42, they were used to be on a team called Victorious Longshot, who participated in RLCS. They're very good players. They're all very close to sort of Champ 3 and Grand Champ level. I've seen them around playing at incredibly high pace, and they're always fast in the air, really good with 50-50s, and mechanically strong as well, so I'm expecting big things. Maybe they could contend against Aces Club.
Yeah, definitely. So we have a couple of really good teams that we want to take a closer look at. It's actually really nice to see that we have players that contested in RLCS. That's I didn't expect that one. I didn't know that about Sorry, I knew that he was a really good player, but not that good.
Well, you
Anyway.
do know.
Yeah, I
He's
do
going
know.
to be offended now.
Why?
Well, you just lost a viewer for saying you didn't know he was that good. He's
It's
already
probably
clicked.
not him. It's probably not him. Anyway.
Yeah, we're just going to go to a quick couple of minute break, I believe. Just while we sort out a few things. But we'll be back shortly enough to be in the next game. So we'll see you guys then.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice tracing on my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so. Baby, every piece keeps us together in the cold.
Alright.
We're live.
We are indeed.
Hey, Lamau.
LML.
How's the chat doing? Alright, I already see some banter here. Hackers,
Yeah,
they
come
can
on,
fly.
chat. Give us some lines. Give us some jokes. Cheer us up.
Your Flame go easy on Cryptic and I? No. Which team is Xoria in? Whoops. Well, it will not be streamed this round. So we'll have, as already mentioned before the break, we're gonna have another game of round 2, which is Cool Kids versus Team Deception. Both teams are from Rocket League India, so Grandy might want to give you some information about the teams if you want.
Sure. I mean, Cool Kids, let me think. They won the last Community Cup, didn't they, for Rocket League India?
Yes.
And that was with, I think, 32 teams that entered?
31.
Yeah, something like that. Which was a crazy turnout for Rocket League India. Big thanks over to those guys again for supporting this tournament as well. That was their biggest tournament to date, and they came in as a completely new team, which is Rahul, Killer Cupid, which are the two playing now, and Drenot.
No.
Drenot and Killer Cupid are playing for Cool Kids on this occasion, the 2v2 tournament. Rahul is helping us organize this whole event, so thanks to him.
He can't play.
And then on the
Wait,
side of
he would have... Oh, sorry.
Deception, you got Cryptic Zane and Drunken Disorder, which actually are the casting pair that Flame has been practicing with. Recruiting,
Yeah.
yes.
No, I'm currently trying to develop some Indian talent, so it's not always us two.
Yep.
That has to cast everything over there. Not that we don't enjoy it. So
Well,
that sounded wrong. That sounded wrong, but it's always great to have talent around.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
Yep,
You're
we
gonna
can
go into mute mode, and we will
Definitely.
get into the next game. I'll give him a go. Or you do?
go for it.
I'll do. All right. Who's it? Nish. Go. All right. So I think in terms of quality, I would say Cool Kids is definitely got to be on top here. Team Deception, both players are, I think, low, like plat to diamond level, while we see two champs on the side of Cool Kids. Just to kind of give you first impression of the team.
Cool Kids are our number 3 seed in this tournament, so we are all on the panel expecting big things from them, and we're hoping they're possible contenders for the tournament. There's some other big names they have to defeat to get there, but we'll see how they do as we start it off.
And we see Drenot with a rocking ping of 256. Not quite sure how that happened. Nevertheless, he won the kickoff. Cupid going for the first aggression. That should be a goal. Drenot missing it. That was an open net if he would have connected to that pass.
Deception taking control of this in the middle though, and he's already going to be contested here. It's Killer Cupid is going to think about turning on this one. The boom upfield we're about to see, and he does. Over almost an excellent pass redirect, and the pressure from Cool Kids is insane right now.
Yeah, only 30 seconds in, and they already set the pace of the game. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication there, but nevertheless, it should be in possession of Cool Kids. No, Drunken Disorder gets in the way. It bounces mid. That two players from Cool Kids in the same corner, but Cryptic Zane cannot capitalize on the defensive mistake there from Cool Kids. The other side, we see a shot from Killer Driller,
whiff
aka
save.
Drenot.
That's so unfortunate. You can see he
Yeah.
just gets the ball boomed downfield, and for whatever reason, unfortunately, Drunken Disorder not able to get up to that one. He had the boost, it just looked like there's a bit of miscoordination there, and that's going to be 1-0.
Yeah, he's a bit of a meme. He doesn't like to go for aerials. Sorry, Drunken. He's one of our streamer friends over at Rocket League India, so I know him
Well,
fairly
he's
well.
certainly living up to his name as he just goes flying past that.
That's true. Nevertheless, Drenot trying to clear that one. That could be a
Oh.
goal, and there we go. Equalizer from Cryptic Zane out of nowhere.
I can already tell this is going to be a pretty high pace and pretty close game. Mistakes coming up from both sides at this point, both rotational and mechanical. And if that keeps going the way it is, we could be looking at a game 3.
I didn't expect that at all, to be fair. Deception might have a good day. I definitely see Cool Kids being on top or at top. And look at that, it's insane passing plays in the middle as well. Cupid trying to get it center, looking for Dreno, but that's way too high. And I don't think that Dreno can do anything, but he gets it onto just when I said it. Just when I said it.
Yeah, he had so much time here in the corner. You can see Cryptizane rotating back, and Drunken Disorder is just not in a position to challenge. But he probably had to make a decision there. He had the boost, he had about 80 boost. He just really had to commit himself to that, because if he didn't, then that's what happens. You get scored on.
Ooh, and then now we see from Cool Kids a fake kickoff gone wrong. That it was almost a 50-50 goal from Drunken Disorder there. It was really quick on that contest though. Now he's under pressure once more. Dreno looking for Killer Cupid. He doesn't get to him, and that could be an equalizer. No, Drunken, what are you doing?
Not gonna be on target. He must be drunk right now, because he just cannot get the ball on target.
Oh, the
dear,
clutch.
and the ball's right back down into the counter attack, and that's gonna slip into the orange net.
Yeah, the demo on the side of Drunken Disorder doesn't really matter. He doesn't get the follow-up touch, and Drenet comes in, puts it to the right post. Unfortunately, it bounces in. Not a Psionics please moment this time, fortunately.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dreno and Killer Cupid find themselves 2 goals in the lead now. They have a lot of time to make that even worse. But just as I say that, the caster's curse is going to hit me hard. It looks
Yeah.
like Team Deception have pulled themselves together off this kickoff, and Drunken finally making up for his whiff so far.
Yeah, but what a touch there from Drunken. Barely beating Cupid there to the ball. And I mean, 2 minutes 56 in. Oh no, we have 2 minutes and 56 left, and we might see another equalizer from Team Deception. Who knows? So far,
Oh,
it looks
they're
like
gonna
they
have to get
definitely
it
have
fast.
tools. Yeah, it's true. Cupid now takes over the ball, gets bumped from Cryptic. So there's one way to play the game, but Zane
But
missing
that
the
is
follow-up.
not the way to play the game. Yeah, you can see Cryptic's being a bit cheeky here. Then, really, in the end, he's out of position. He probably did not understand where Drunken Disorder was at that current moment in time. He was not in a position to rotate back, and now it's going to be 4-2.
Yeah, those guys might be thinking of getting roasted on stream too much. They should focus more on the game, because now Killer Kids is up 2 goals. Oh, Drenop missing the clear there, but fortunately Killer Cupid is off the wall. Zane with a free shot, but that's not on target. Drenop making sure to get it in a somewhat safe position. Now Drunken.
Taking a touch. He is going to be beat out by Cupid, who will put it middle. Dreno, can he capitalize? He cannot, as Cryptizane is there just in time. Drunken, though, trying to take back possession of the ball, and it's going to go downfield. It's out on target, just not quite as it bounces off the near post. Dreno not able to make the touch, and Cryptizane's back on the ball over to Drunken.
Yeah, a lot of uncharacteristic misses on the side of Cool Kids. Look at that. They really struggled to get a safe clear, to get a wide clear. And now Drenot going up the ceiling.
Shot.
Is that a ceiling shot? Ceiling
Oh!
shot! Drenot!
And he does it all with 260 ping. His connection is redlining right now, and he acts like it's not even a problem. Straight off the
Wow.
ceiling, power shot into the middle of the net. They probably were not expecting that one.
Beautiful goal there from Drenot. And that will be 5-2 for Cool Kids. And with such a performance, it's almost like they sealed the deal right there. Zane with another demo. That could be an open goal. Can he get it on target? No, Drenot almost helping him out. Oh, that should have been another goal for Team Deception.
Dreno taking control of this. Might go for a dribble, but he is beat out by Cryptizane. He will go for the smart 50-50 in the corner. But it is now over to Killer Cupid, who can't get there before Cryptic. Drunken will just accidentally pass it back over to Cupid, but luckily Cryptic is there to clear it back downfield, and there's a lot of giving away of possession going on right now from both sides. But ultimately, it's Team Deception that needs to get something going. And as I say that, another one goes in past them. It's not a lot they can do here, but they need to start grabbing momentum as fast as they can.
And Drunken showing off his aerial skills once more. But yeah, I think it's fairly safe to say that Cool Kids take the first game of the match with some good and some bad moments, I would say. We've just so we witnessed another one. That
Fake
was
kickoff gone extra wrong.
That's true. That was another fake
dear.
kickoff. It's the second time, right? This time, Drunken actually scored. Yeah.
It was a very smart read from Drunken though. He kind of spotted that the fake was coming, so he just drove right up on the ball and then opted for the 50-50. A lot of players I know would probably cower away at that point, but it's really smart of him to actually get in the face and, you know, try and 50-50 that one to the net.
Oh, no
the
way.
redirect! Drano, are you
Drino.
mad?
Drino is showing off right now. Look at that. Look at the way he's approaching the ball. Beautiful shot there from him. No way for Zane to get to it anytime soon. And 7-3 for Cool Kids.
This guy doesn't care if he has 300 ping.
No, definitely not. Imagine the things he could do on like 40. Is that another one? Double touch!
Oh!
So close.
Drunken's gonna have to pick up the pieces after that one and try and get this one out midfield. There's no one to pass it to as Cripsane is hesitating and staying back. Drano again. This Killer Cupid pops it up high and the
shot.
backboard save will have to come out, but it doesn't. And that's gonna give Cupid a chance to fire that one in net. That's gonna be 8-3.
Yeah, this turns out to be quite a beating for Team Deception right now. Not quite sure. I mean, if Cool Kids carry on the momentum in the second game, this will be a fairly even, easy walkthrough for them. I
mean, it
think.
should, but we haven't seen total lack of commitment and skill coming out from Team Deception. They're not the worst team ever by any means. They have skills, they have ability to, you know, show off their mechanical abilities.
Yeah,
It's just
but
right now the speed and the pace of Cool Kids is just beating them to every ball.
if you take a close look at the replay, we see Drunken Disorder not being in position. He doesn't really respect the ability on the side of Cool Kids who get those long, powerful shots, and they get punished for it right away. So maybe they have to keep that in mind for the next game, because this will surely be the first game. I don't think we'll see anything. Drunken, can he get a shot? Nope, not off the wall. First game goes to Cool Kids.
Yeah, and as you said, it's a matter of pace and what you're expecting from your opponent. Because if you're not used to playing against high-level players like Cool Kids, then you're probably going to be caught off guard by a lot of things they're doing. As soon as they boom the ball towards your backboard or maybe into your corner, you're going to be like, oh, what do I do with this? If you're not used to that level of play, then you're going to panic. But I have seen players adapt to that. So let's see what they can do to try and adapt to the playstyle that they've been quite newly introduced to at this stage.
I agree 100%. I think one thing that they could definitely work on is just being a bit quicker on the contest, not giving them as much space, and maybe try to contest them in the air as well, because we've seen Draynot with some amazing display with his aerial skills. So yeah, definitely some hard work for them to do.
Yeah, there's a lot for them to do in terms of positioning and speed as well. We've seen so far Deception are actually trying to challenge, is what I'm going to credit them with currently, as they are trying to get in the face of Killer Cupid and Drano. It's just they're doing it at the wrong times. And if I was to give any piece of advice, it would be to try and defend a little bit more than they are doing currently.
That's true. That's true. And we see Cool Kids setting the pace of the second game as well. Cryptic Zane desperately trying to get to the ball. Draynot looking for Cupid. I'm not quite sure what was Cupid doing there. There was no way for Draynot to follow up that ball. Draynot with an amazing shot there from the wall, and that surely will be a goal. Cupid making sure that one goes in.
Constantly, both players from Deception just nowhere near the goal throughout this entire play. There was pressure ever since the ball was in the left-hand side of the field in the corner, and yet both players still not deciding or opting to rotate back to net, and that's going to cost them a 1-goal deficit.
Yeah, kick-off in favor of Cool Kids right away. Cupid with a shot. Can he get his double touch? Yes, he can.
What a boomer! Killer Cupid! 120 kilometers per hour. I'm not sure, is this the fastest shot in Rocket League?
Nah, I've
World
done like
record
100.
confirmed.
I don't think 120. Wasn't that like Johnny Boy with some 700?
Nah, he was cheating. He was using mutators.
Yeah, but that was probably the fastest one recorded. Anyway, back to the game. We see Deception with some counter attack, but it turns out this will just be another goal for Cool Kids. No, what is Cupid doing?
No! Killer Cupid getting comfortable, just decides to go for a fancy flick, but instead ends up booming it into the crossbar. They are gonna have to recover from that embarrassing mistake, though.
He's probably
As
trying
Draenor
to score
will
that
come
one.
Downfield. Redirect attempt does come out, and that is eventually gonna slip in. Killer Cupid with his third goal.
Yeah, this time Cupid takes it upon himself to carry the team to move on into round 3, and we barely played 1 minute of the game. I mean, sorry, we already seen 3 goals from Cool Kids. So, hey, they just continue what they started in the first game.
There's a lot of opportunities that Cool Kids are not scoring. I'm not sure whether that's because they're just overly comfortable right now, or perhaps it's a message for them that maybe they need to work on team play and just positioning a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're not capitalizing on absolutely everything, but they are taking chances to put the ball into the net off the bad rotation from Team Deception.
Yeah, and right now we see Cool Kids being in a bit of an awkward spot, but the individual skill is good enough to keep control of the ball. Drenod going in, but Cryptic saying gets a good clear, and that should
It's
be a
open.
goal! Drunken Disorder with a boomer midfield.
It's going to be 3-1. It's looking almost quite worrying for Cool Kids, as if they don't focus fully, if they lose their heads in the game, and remember that Drano has got 300 ping now currently as well, it's very easy to throw the game. It
Yeah.
sounds silly, but even if you're high level, and with the ping as well, it can be easy to just throw goals away, and they have to be careful of that.
I'm not quite sure if those fake kickoffs work out for Cool Kids. Like, this was
I
the
mean-
third really dangerous situation with, like, the 4th fake kickoff, so I'm not quite sure if they want to continue doing that. Definitely not versus better teams. But yeah.
I'm sure they'll quit the act eventually, but for now they seem comfortable. They're keeping possession of the ball where they can, and again, Drano had an open net, but it's just gonna sit in the corner. Did try for the pass, it's not gonna be there. As Kubit almost beats him and puts that one in the top corner.
Yeah, no. Cryptic Zane and Drunken both making sure it gets cleared. No, they're bumping each other. But Drunken seems like he doesn't have
Ooh.
boost, gets it past Cupid, but Dreno is back to make sure nothing bad is happening. Oh, Zane puts it to the side, but just passes it straight back to Drenod. Cupid tries to go for it while Drunken Disorder bumps his teammate. But they really struggle to get those wide, good clears. It always ends up being in Cool Kids' favor.
Ooh, almost the bar down ski from Killer Cupid, and he will steer back round to finish himself off. That ball popped out mid by him. Just steers back round. Whoop. See, the sound effects are mandatory.
Yeah, the sound effects are important. Anyway. Okay, that was another sound effect. I think that was
Another
Grandy.
fake kickoff coming out from Cool Kids. Let's see if they can make it work this time, as he will pass up to Cupid. Oh my god! What a redirect! It's gonna be 5-1 now. Excellent pass as well.
100
Excellent boom.
126 this time. What a boom.
Holy schmitzel.
Wow, that was incredible stuff. Great to see Cool Kids. I think the one goal they got scored on. Oh, it might be the second one. Zay with an opportunity. There we go. Just when I said it. This is cast because I don't know. This is just the perfect example. Look at that. I was just about to say when they got the first goal against them that they woke up and were trying to make sure they're gonna win this. Team Deception now having 2, but I don't see them coming back from this, nevertheless.
No, I think Cool Kids are just enjoying themselves at the minute. They're probably quite content with the fact they're in a tournament in quite a tense setting and they're actually having fun. So I think
Yeah,
they're just going to cherish this until maybe they're going to have some more difficult games later on.
They'll definitely face better opponents later on, so you might just make sure you work on your flaws with an opponent who's not really capable of punishing you. But you shouldn't take it too easy.
I mean, you could carry on roasting Team Deception if you want.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm sure they won't mind.
No, they know me. They know me. And just when I said it, they get another goal. No, they don't! Drunken Disorder cannot follow up his own pass once again. So, well, the program is in the name. It's really not. That's good play.
Stupid. Not
Oh,
quite.
they decided to high-five instead.
It does actually look like Team Deception are still trying. They're actually trying to put the balls on net. So it's just a case of how many
What?
shots they can actually get off. This Cool Kid's just taking all the pressure here.
Oh, Zane. No, what are you doing? Backwards. And what is going on
no.
here? Oh no, whiff from Drunken
Chris
as well.
16 just in time.
Yeah, they definitely don't take this too serious. Driller setting up himself, that surely will be a goal. There we go, Driller with his first goal of the match.
He's probably quite disappointed there's no Brazil this game.
Yeah, I mean they messed it
Probably.
up themselves. That,
Probably down on themselves for letting in the second goal.
yeah. Oh, so now Deception is complaining about DC as well. Draenor is playing with a 250 ping. Not quite sure if that counts as an excuse. Anyway, it's still 6 to 27 seconds. 27 seconds left. That should
Duncan
be probably
getting a
another
bit
goal.
physical.
Ah, backboard. And Zayno. Does he
Well,
does he
he
get
wants
that
to
one
put
in?
this He will.
Hey!
Finally, Team Deception are able to capitalize. It's probably a good sign that they are able to do this, because if you're not able to score that, then that's really when we're going to start asking questions. But they do have 3 goals, and it is from effectively just taking advantage of Cool Kids' mistakes. If you can do that, then you can win games.
Definitely. Last 10 seconds will run out. Draenor, can he get a redirect? No, he just decided to put it to the side. Insane! with a clutch demo. Drunken trying to score that one, but it's nowhere near the goal, unfortunately. And it surely will just bounce.
Put this down.
Yeah.
And there it goes. Cool Kids taking the lead here. Quite a
Yeah,
considerable one.
And they move on into round 3 as well.
Yeah, GG's everybody, even though the 328 ping is probably a little bit unsettling, but he didn't mind. Still almost carrying Cupid there, who just manages to sneak away with the MVP points.
Definitely, yeah. So, I don't know. Okay, guys, I think we will head over into a short break so we can get round 3 prepared for you guys. Will just be a couple of minutes. Make sure you get something, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, because the next few rounds will be super exciting and very exhausting, not only for us but for you guys as well. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
We'll see you soon, guys.
right before we get the casters back in, I just want to say to everyone in the chat, thank you so much for coming along. It means so much to us at Division 6 to be able to put this on for you guys and have our effort come out in such a way. It's just been great so far to have you guys all here. So, welcome back, guys.
Hello.
Yo.
I hope you didn't pick up while Rahul was joining us for a moment.
Nope.
But anyway, I think we have the next match ready up already, which will be Team Grandpa and Pedro.
Yeah.
Versus, we'd be surprised if we won. So this is going to be interesting to pronounce during the cast. But I think we agreed
Rather
on
long
Grandpa.
names.
Grandpa and surprised. Or we'd be surprised. Anyway.
This is going to be a good match. Just saying. This is going to be an amazing
definitely.
match.
I'll give you guys a little bit of insight of the teams. So we have the side of we'd be surprised if we won. We have Roey and Kay.
Bro.
Roey? Row?
Just Row.
Just Row?
Oh, yeah.
Just Row. Okay, so it's Row and Kay, I guess. Yeah. Kay, obviously a name in the community, plays a lot with Vic. He's known for his... I've played with him myself. He's a really good player. Capable of doing incredible stuff. Roey also
definitely
a high ranked player. Played with him recently as well. So definitely, I expect a lot from those guys. And Team Grandpa and Pedro are Anodeep and Spoderlad. So, mate, you want to introduce them?
Yeah, Anodeep and Spoda, we've got some good history with them over at Rocket League India. Those guys, along with Guacamole, who a few of you may know, formed up Team Kakalukia, who won three straight tournaments, the Community Cups, as well as the
Nova Play
tournament we had in between. So they won 4 tournaments in a row in India, and were top of the scene until Cool Kids came along, which was that most recent Community Cup. But Anodeep is one of the highest ranked in India, along with Spoda, both very, very solid players.
Yeah, would be interesting to see how Spoda would perform, by the way, because I heard that he had some time off and was playing Overwatch instead of Rocket League, so interesting to see how it will go. But yes, I have to join the lobby, you're right.
Indeed, we shouldn't be too long until we get into the game. But
Just
again,
making
you
sure.
guys in chat, how is everyone in chat doing?
Yeah, if you are still in chat, don't be afraid to show us some love. Let us know you're still here. We'd love to hear from you. Show your support for your favorite players. Cheer on who you'd like to win. Thanks everyone for watching.
Definitely, yeah. Spoda lad
been
drunk,
pretty
apparently.
interesting so far.
What? Spoderlad's drunk?
Yeah, he's got drunk in his name. That could be interesting.
Maybe he's going for even more insane plays. Interesting to see.
Yeah, I'll leave it down to you two to take us slowly into game. So, see you guys in a few minutes.
Yeah. All right. So I think, without further ado, I give him a go. Who's with us in this? It's Jay. Jay, our lovely new trial moderator. He's likely going to be a moderator after the tourney. I'll just give him the go to tell teams to join in. And the game should start any second.
I'm expecting a lot of passing plays and just general excellent chemistry from Ro and Kay. These guys, I've seen them doing a lot of twos together. I played with Ro, he's really an exceptional player. Also, you play alongside Exoria, also just generally indications of a very solid player here. Kay as well.
So it would be interesting to see if Surprised might face Exoria later on with his team Whoops. But anyway,
that would be an interesting matchup, but we are going to take the kickoff here in the current game. And Ro already with the monster pinch off the wall. Incredible. What a way to start the game. In case going to take possession, it's going to be an open net. Ro not quite there.
Yeah. So I'm still laughing about that pinch. That was incredible. Anyway, so we see Grandpa picking up rather quick at this match. That should be an open net for Ro, and that's definitely going to be in off the crossbar. How do you call that?
Those shots. I call it the bar down ski.
The
It's an excellent shot right underneath the ball. Power shot through it with his dodge, and that's going to go off the top left-hand corner of the crossbar. excellent shots. Pretty much no way you're going to save that, even if you're just sat in net.
Yeah, that was well placed, and that gives a bit of a harder challenge to Grandpa than it already was. K trying to fake out any D, but he's really quick and he's reading that perfectly. Can he pass it to Spodelad? That's not the best pass. Spodelad's smart enough not to go for it, but that could be dangerous. If Road takes it center, he does, but K... Oh no, he flips sideways, controls the ball. Okay, I completely misread that.
Ro will drive back to try and catch this one on the side of his car as he attempts to dribble. He has gotten over Spodelad, only as far as Anudeep, who will fire it back down. K is just gonna take that one off him.
Yeah.
Some 50-50 to get it over to K. Ro doing an excellent job of just getting in the way and making it awkward as that ball pinches out mid perfectly for K to just capitalize.
Definitely, and it's already an indicator for a higher level of play, right? If you overcommit on 2v2 versus really good players, you're gonna be punished right away, which we've seen right there. And Reap struggles to get the clear. K tries to find Roy. Roy with the shot, and that's going to be another goal.
Incredible mechanics from Ro here. You see that he just goes straight up. He goes as fast as he can, all the way from mid, from the opposite side as well, and he gets the tip of his car on the edge of the ball. It sends it flying to the left-hand corner. That's really exceptional mechanical skill coming out.
And we just played a bit more than a minute, and we're already seeing 3 goals inside of Surprised. So Grandpa definitely has to come back from this, but they seem to struggle a lot versus those high speed plays. What did you say when we practiced? No. No. Anyway.
Ro just firing another one in. Just failure of rotation from Team Grandpa and Pedro. They're just not able to be back in time. They're getting beaten out by the pace of K and Ro playing together. They're working together, and ultimately they're being in the right places for when those passes are coming.
Yeah, I'm expecting more from Grandpa, actually. I think they kind of need to figure out how to play against those incredible fast-paced plays. So that could be the first attack on the side of Grandpa, but K makes sure it gets cleared. Ro with the immediate follow-up tries to take in the corner, looking for K right there, but Energy with the smart demo, completely de-escalating the situation. Maybe not.
Is trying to get up for that on the wall. Pressure is going to dissipate now, but only as far as Ro, who is again extremely fast, trying to get it on the wall as well. And that possession is going to be handed back over to Ro. Back downfield again. He'll try and take control on the blue backboard. Spodelad luckily picking up his pace a little bit.
Ooh.
He's coming out clutch for the team as he dribbles it downfield. 50-50s it into the net. That's going to be 4-1, and they're starting to climb back a little bit here.
That is what I like to see from Grandpa. That's what you can expect. That wasn't even a 50-50. It was just a well-placed shot. No way for, I think, Ro, was it K? I don't remember, for one of the defenders from Surprise to get to it. And that, in fact, is only a 3-goal lead. Ro will make it 4, though, again, with an incredible fast contest there in the midfield.
Very unlucky on the kickoff. You only have 2 options on the kickoff. You can either cheat or you can not cheat. It's very binary, and either decision is going to lead to you getting scored on, or maybe you're going to score a goal yourself. I don't like to say it's luck-based, but it's very decision-based. You've got to really commit to it. If you want to cheat for the ball, and you're confident enough to do that, which at this point, Surprise is confident enough. And luckily, looks like Spodelad is AFK.
I mean, he's drunk. He might. There might be.
I mean, he may have dropped his vodka or something. I don't know. But
well, he lost the
like
controller.
He will be out of the play temporarily.
But that will be very unfortunate for Enodeep. Oh, and he left as well. That is really unfortunate for Enodeep right now. I mean, he's down 4 goals already. Not quite sure. Maybe Surprised. We'll take it easy on them. We don't know. Hopefully, he will find his way back into the game fairly soon.
For now, though, it will just be an awkward 2v1 for Anudeep here. He's just going to try his best to try and keep the pressure away from his net, and you can see that as he turns on the ball in mid. Goes for a shot, actually, that's going to be on! K and Ro foolishly leaving their net open. I'm not sure whether they realize, but this is technically still in play as Spoderman joins back. And now they're going to have to deal with the 1-goal comeback that has been performed by Team Grandpa and Pedro.
I think if I recall correctly, interesting enough, the players from Grandpa, Enerdeep, and Spodolat are not in comps, so they're just playing by themselves. I'm not sure how it is on the side of Surprise, but I can imagine that they're in a phone call maybe. No, K plays without comms as well, if I...
They're in a business call, probably, with documents and clipboards and suitcases, and they're carefully and meticulously planning every move.
Okay, I see. So they're more the tacticians.
Yes, that's basically what we've seen so far in the series anyway. As K and Ro playing about a little bit at the minute as they just sort of aimlessly wander into the air. They are 3 goals up here to see what they can do to put that additional pressure on the blue net.
Yeah, Ro trying to find his teammate K, but Spodolat is there. Manages to lose the ball straight back to K. That could have been dangerous. Enerdeep was quick enough in the air to get a clear. Ro with the shot off the wall. K really has to get to it. He does so, but Spodolat with the clutch save.
Excellent 50-50. See, I really like it when players like to get involved. I've seen it a lot from Team Grandpa and Pedro so far. They just really like to get in the faces of Ro and K. Even if it means sacrificing rotation, it does mean that they're actually trying to contest the ball. And amazingly, Spodolat taking control of this ball from middle. K not able to get on the wall. He's kind of deciding between going up for the aerial and driving up the wall. He kind of does neither, and that's just going to slip in.
He might have switched liquids, so now he's he's taken the skill bottle and now he's back in the game, showing up strong. But I don't think that will change the outcome of this game. 15 seconds to go. Grandpa has to score right now, but it looks like they might concede another goal. No, K doesn't get to it. And there we go, last 7 seconds are running out. Enerdeep has to shoot that one, he does with the boomer, but that was to the top left corner. Unfortunately not hitting the net, and there we go. It's likely not going to be another goal. Surprised wins the first game.
It's very intense so far, other than the disconnect, which was very unfortunate. We're looking at what is effectively just only 2 goals between these teams. There are ping factors to take into account. We see both players from Team Grandpa and Pedro with quite exceptionally high pings, to be honest. So to only go down by 2 goals is pretty impressive against this native EU player O and K, who appears to be perhaps in the US or something.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you probably have to mention that they're both from Asia, so obviously they'll have bad ping.
Really?
Yeah,
that's pretty good considering they're in Asia. But yeah, we'll hop into the next game. Hopefully, from what I've seen, really, Surprise is taking a lot of 50-50s, which is again, as we mentioned before, when you have a lot of ping, it's really hard to win a 50-50. And Surprise is doing a good job of forcing those 50-50s.
That is true indeed. But hopefully we will see Grandpa and Pedro coming back from this, coming out strong in the second game. It's just a best of 3 and single elimination as well, so it would be very unfortunate to say goodbye to those guys. But in the meantime, Surprised already going for some incredible passing plays. K cannot follow it up. Spodolat tries to get a hit onto it, to get it clear somewhat. But Ro is already there, and that is dangerous. Ro with the shot open net for him. And there we go, first game for
to put that one on net. Ro coming out clutch. He'd already backflipped, challenged the ball in middle, and he goes straight up for the rebound as well. Unfortunately, is cleared back into his path.
103 kilometers as well. So he was able to get a really strong shot out of this awkward position for him. Okay, with a save, Ro cannot connect to it. The ball is kind of dead in the midfield. Ro comes in, Enerdeep has to get to it. He does so. Good save from him. Can he get it out of their half? That's the question. No, Ro with the 50-50.
Doing really well with the little boost he had there. He was practically starved, and yet he still forced that 50-50 out in the middle. Very impressive stuff. Now Spodolad's going to be on the end of the ball. Another 50-50, this time from Spodolad. I really like the fact Team Grandpa and Pedro really doing their best to force 50-50s. Even with the ping, they're actually winning them.
Yeah, that's quite a skill. Spodolat now with the shot opportunity, but that was too weak. K was ready and waiting. And that could be dangerous.
That is up to Spodolad, and what a save. Looks like his coordination hasn't been affected too much by the alcohol. We'll see what he does here, though. He's in a tough spot. Oh dear, Andy had to come in and save his bum on that one, so to speak.
Yeah, he did so. But the pressure on the side of Surprise is amazing. Looks like they really want to carry on the momentum. They don't give up. They follow everything, and Spodalet finally gives them some room to breathe. And that surely will not be a goal. Okay, with an interesting attempt there. Oh, that was so close.
It's awkward 50-50 aerial play coming out right in front of the orange net. They have to be careful. They're only one goal ahead. They can't start getting too confident. And although they are good players, they need to be careful of throwing away the lead they have.
Okay, with a smart demo there, but fortunately Ro wasn't really capitalizing on the fact that it was a 2v1 for a short moment, but Anodeep is back and tries to get the clear. Puts it towards Roy, which awkward clear. Oh, he cannot follow it up, but surely... Oh, Anodeep could have gone for that, I feel like. He was kind of hesitating to go for it. Drops in the midfield.
Hesitation is something I've seen quite a lot so far from Surprise. They were comfortable in the first game. They had the disconnect to contend with as well. And now it feels like they've been squashed in a sense. They're not as energetic as they were before. It looks like Grandpa and Pedro picking up the pace a little bit. As I said, that energy over into middle. And Spodalad trying to get the touch, but he is going to whip it, leaving the possession back with Ro.
I can kind of confirm that he's probably... Like, something has to be wrong with Spodalad, because that is not the Spodalad that I used to see. But that shot was fairly well placed, but Roy managed to get it to the side, so Anodeep couldn't follow it up. Anodeep now with a 50-50 mid-air, puts it in his own half. Can Spodalad get to it? Roy is already on the way to contest that one. Good touch there, good control there from Spodalad.
Yeah, he's choosing his time as well. He knows when to flick it over. Like Ro is very aggressive, and he's really making a good job of deciding when to flick that over or pop it over K or Ro.
Oh yeah, Ro with good clear there, good control on his side as well. Anodeep turning so quickly to not give Ro any space to work with whatsoever.
K with some K is going to make it incredibly hard to defend here. Fortunately, they are going to recover as Spodalad is going to follow this one up. Can't quite get it on net though. It's takes control.
Yeah, we're about to hit the last minute of the match as well, so Grandpa really has to come up with something. Ro trying to find K, Anodeep missing the clear, but K puts it on the crossbar. No, on the, what is it called? So on the backboard. There we go.
On the backboard, yeah.
Backboard, yeah.
Okay, awkward. That's a pass out to Spodalad, and he's gonna whiff. He's completely out of position. Is this just gonna roll in? No, it doesn't. Anodeep thankfully getting back just in time to defend that crucial save. It's just one goal in this game, and we have 40 seconds left. Oh, and the demo is going to be a pivotal point in this game as Anodeep gets back on the end of this. Can he push it down? Spodalad takes control, and Ro needs to clear this, and he does.
It's exciting. It's really impressive to see on the side of Surprise that they don't have really a lot of whiffs. Ro didn't have the boost to follow up the pass from K there, which was fairly well placed if Ro would have gotten boost. But that gives only 30 seconds to work with for Grandpa plus Pedro. Can they do something? They have to come up with something right now. 7 seconds to go. It's still in the possession of Grandpa. Spodalad trying to make something happen. Ro comes in. That will be a shot opportunity for Anodeep.
Anodeep boomed up on the backboard. Ro trying to clear it out, and that's an open goal.
Way.
Will it slip in? It won't. K with the clutch 0-second save, and surprised taking the first game. So intense.
This was not the first game, this is the second game. So we will see Surprised moving on into game... what is it? Into the semi-finals, actually. I lost track of how far we're in the tournament already. So
we're moving quick. We are moving quick.
We're moving rather quick. I didn't expect that. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Grandpa plus Pedro. Good performance for them in the second game, though. In the first one as well. But they definitely put up a stronger and more difficult fight for Surprised here.
Yeah, and I've got to say, despite all the connection issues we see here, I really feel like Grandpa and Pedro are actually the ones winning most 50-50. It's incredibly surprising from the ping standpoint. Surprised, I think it's because they're playing very hesitant, and that's really what stopped them from getting that immense goal lead that we saw in the first game.
Definitely, I agree. But yeah, guys, I think we will see the next... Do we have another game in round 3? No, we don't. So the next one will be the semifinals, and to make sure everyone is fresh and got a moment to reset their minds, we will head into a short break. Is there anything you want to add, Grandy, or you, Denial, before we go into the next break?
Keep the hype going in chat, guys. Don't be afraid to spam. We really do like the hype. We thank you for watching so far. We've got the semi-finals coming up for you guys. They're going to be even more exciting than what you've seen so far. So thanks again, all 40 of you in chat. Just show yourselves, let yourselves be known. We really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We will get into a 10-minute break this time.
Yep.
But after that, we will see the semi-finals of the Summer Showdown 2v2 Invitational from Division 6. So don't go anywhere.
And do drop us a follow as well. We're going to have tons of streams, not only of tournaments, but of random viewer games and other random events on not only Rocket League as well. So definitely drop us a follow so you know when we're going on, and join the Discord. The exclamation mark
Andy
Discord
will
in
be
the chat.
giving away his entire inventory.
That is not
so
correct.
stay
I'm sorry. But yes, we will see you in a short while. Stay tuned.
Yeah, see you guys.
Alright. We are back.
Great, we are back.
Ooh.
Whew, how's everyone doing? I hope you're still with us with our amazing tournament so far. And a couple of really good games.
Awesome games. I mean, it's unfortunate that we've been faced with a couple of disqualifications throughout. Unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to Aces. Yeah, we had this problem last tournament. Aces Club. Aces Club.
Is this Aces?
Both grand
I'm
champs.
gonna call them Asses Club for the rest of my life.
You have to put in an R as well.
Yes.
Just for the lulz. Right, so we have to say goodbye to Arses. Never mind. We have to say goodbye to Arses Club.
We'll just call them Club, okay?
Club to Dot Club. So unfortunately they were short. I can't speak anymore. Unfortunately, they were short a player short.
That's the one.
Yeah, thank you. So unfortunately, we have to say goodbye, as already mentioned. We promised some good games and didn't see them on stream. So anyway, we'll see them in the next one, surely. But yeah, so now we're left with only 4 teams out of 24, which are, we'd be surprised if we won. So far, they've won 3 best of 3s. So
done really well. Yeah.
they've done very well, yeah. And we also see the last remaining Indian team, which is Two-Face. Also DNA. Wzrdry made it fairly far combined with Adrian. And also one of the main contestants for this tournament, Whoops, which is Zoria and 24. So this is definitely going to be some high skill cup plays, high skill cup games that we got to see.
I mean, he's 42, but I mean, we can call him 24, like...
Numbers.
24? What? Numbers. Oh, is it 24 or 42?
Yes, he is 42.
Oh, my bad. So he's 42.
I don't know whether he's actually 42. Or whether he's just named 42. Who knows? That's a bit of trivia we need to find out.
Exactly. Anyway. Alright. So I think we're on the lobby. I see Two-Face in here, as well as Ro and K. So I think I'll just give them the go. We get right back into the first semi-final of the Summer Showdown. What are your predictions, guys?
I mean, I don't know about because there's a message saying that we might have to remake in the first 30 seconds, so we'll see whether we have to do that or not. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Honestly, Two-Face are good, but we've seen Kakalukia, which was the team we just saw last game, Team Grandpa and Pedro, who were one of the top sort of players in India, just get trounced by these guys, really. So I think I'd have to go for we'd be surprised if we won. I'm not going to be very surprised if they win. What about you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Two-Face Gaming definitely I would say they're even better than Kakalukia at the moment, judging from the last Community Cup. But yeah, I think I would go with would be surprised, because the last game was just such a good display of skill from them. So what do you think, Denial?
Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if We'd Be Surprised wins.
Oh, gosh.
But I'm also not going to be two-faced enough to say that either team is going to, like, take it by miles. I think it's going to be pretty close.
Alright, okay, so now that we have some banter as well. Oh god, I have a headache now from this.
I think we can probably call the teams in.
Yeah, I think we should just go on.
Get on with it.
That was a good one, you have to say. I don't think your vomiting was really
Thank you.
on point there.
Well, moving on. We do have a game at hand.
Yeah,
here.
I'll leave you
Let's
guys
try
to
and
it.
stay away from the Rocket League puns as long as we can as this gets underway.
Anyway, teams are joining in. There we go. First semi-finals. Let's get it on.
This one's going to be close. I'd really like to see what this game is like in terms of pressure. There's ping differences again. We have Two-Face who are sitting on a pretty solid 148 at the minute. But let's see what they can do to compensate for it. Oh! 5-0!
There we go. This is the first fake kickoff that really worked. Look at that. Chaos punching across the field. Fibo taking the boost, and with a boomer in the top right corner. No way for K to get that one. 112 kilometers per hour.
It's incredibly difficult for K to try and save that. He was in a spot where he basically had to pre-jump or it was a goal. That's can be a really daunting situation in defense. And now we see Ro trying to take a cheeky touch in mid, but it's going to go back into the orange corner, only as far as K. Now Fibo will clear it back out, only towards Ro. He's going to take another shot off the rebound, and then Ro will finally be able to take control. An open net now. And, can K put it in? He cannot.
Yeah, Fibo is there. Takes it into his own net. What?
He just really wanted to equalize the score early on. He was just like, you know, this game is pretty close. Let's just call it. You know, let's go from the beginning here.
Yeah, they want to handicap themselves. They feel like this is too easy for them.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, this is Rocket League India, boys and girls. This is the top teams.
K trying a tornado flick there. Seems. Oh my god! Weird rebound deflection from the inside of the blue goal there as just pop out back to middle. Fibo. K now in the corner trying to get an awkward touch out to mid, but Ro is not there to capitalize.
Oh, but it's like you can already tell that Two-Face is really quick on the contest. That was a dangerous pass to Fibo, but it could be worth it. Ro has to get to it. He doesn't get to it, but Fibo almost gets a goal in on the other side. We see a long clear from Ro, turning out to be the lead for We'd Be Surprised.
This is all down to just the single 50-50 that Ro forced on Fibo down on the blue end. It just powered all the way over into the orange net, and unfortunately, Chaos, I'm going to call him Chaos, he was just not able to rotate back in time. Probably not expecting that powerful 50-50. This is going to be on net off the kickoff straight away.
Yeah, Chaos decided not to go for it smartly. He expected Ro to shoot it. Ro with an awkward touch, but Chaos is so quick on the contest. Can he get to it? K with an uncharacteristic miss as well. Chaos looking for Fibo there, but he doesn't find him. In fact, Ro now with a counter-attack opportunity. 2v1 right now. What are they doing?
Play.
Oh! Is that going to be a goal? Surely has to be.
Can he punish? He cannot. It's going to slip in, actually. Oh my god, so close. Did you see how close that, I think this was...
Chaos.
It was Chaos, yes. You see how close he was to actually saving this from the far post here. Almost gets that backflip to just pop it out, but not quite, and that's going to be 3-1.
But what an angle from K that was. I wasn't sure if he's going to get it onto target, but that was so difficult to save. And now we see Two-Face, after having the lead and an own goal, now being on the losing end. That could be another goal. Smart play there from Ro. Kind of disturbing Fibo in the defense, but Chaos gets it, fortunately, to the side, so now they can clear and hopefully start another counter-attack.
Fibo trying to get on the end of that, but not before Ro takes control, and that's going to leave him an open net off the dribble. Just about sneaks in off of that near post as he fires it towards the corner. It just manages to sneak in. Thank you very much for Psionics.
Yeah, but that was the second goal we saw after a 50-50 from Roy. So you might have to keep that in mind playing against this guy. You don't want to force 50-50s.
He is just a complete powerhouse when it comes to 50-50 so far. We've seen him, he just comes out of nowhere, doesn't matter where. He can come from the wall, he can descend from the ceiling. He's just going to get that 50-50 on you.
Oh, but not a good clear there from Ro. K fortunately comes in to help his teammate out. Chaos looking for Fibo there. That's a fairly decent pass. Ro was nowhere to be seen to contest that one. Fibo leaving it to... Chaos leaving it to Fibo to make something happen. He tries to get a touch, puts it center, but that's not good enough.
Now Ro again with the 50-50s. He just will not be stopped. And that's going to leave K an opportunity to get on the end of this. He will rotate back though. Now both players for We'd Be Surprised actually going back there. Ro does decide to turn and put it towards the orange net. Just in time, Fibo clears it out, completely clutch clear there. Now he will take a shot off his own on net. K needs to act and respond quickly.
Yeah, but Two-Face putting a lot of pressure right now onto We'd Be Surprised net. 1 minute and 40 to go. They're still down 3 goals. Fibo with an opportunity now, but he lands on the wrong side. The other side, other way around. Unfortunately, that could have been another goal. Ro now kind of making fun of Chaos right there. Fibo looking for his teammate. That could be a goal. What a redirect from Chaos!
You can see K here, he's trying to play the game so slowly. He's thinking, oh, we're 3 goals up, we don't need to play too fast. And then out of nowhere, Chaos just beats him to the ball. K's trying to take time, but it's just not there. Excellent redirects, and that's going to be 4-2 now. And they're caving in even closer.
Yeah, the lead is slowly starting to meld. Ro has to get through. Chaos is already waiting. Good boost still there from him. Ro is lacking boost right now, but good 50-50 onto the net. But that doesn't connect quite. Fibo now looking for Chaos once more, but Chaos already there. He needs to get a good clear there. Ro is slowly creeping up, but doesn't get to it. Chaos now versus K. Good shot from Chaos.
Onto the opposite side.
Oh,
What a
no
save!
way!
K, you're insane. And you actually turned ball cam off for that one as well as I was watching him. He just had so much confidence in his mechanical ability. Oh,
No way! Is that
no
going
way!
to be safe?
This is gonna, oh. It's gonna stay at 4-2 as the worst nightmare is about to unfold in front of the orange net. And again, Ro, what a shot! And another save for Fibo. Can Ro put it
Bro,
back
the
in?
second time
Almost
hitting the
at
post
angle.
as well. Wow. I don't know, man. This is so intense right now. Ro leaving it to K. Smart decision. Open it for K.
my days, K.
And I think that
Playing
was
so
the
smart.
deal. Yeah, that was really smart there from Ro. Seeing that K was there. Fibo, no boost, nowhere to be seen, nowhere near the net. And 5-2 for We'd Be Surprised after an intense sequence of, or series of, no, that doesn't make sense.
Of
After
events.
of events.
Let
Oh,
me
yeah,
finish
there
that
we
off
go.
for you.
Thank you.
Now, Ro taking control again. They're now picking up the pace. Ro's had his moment. He's played a bit slow for maybe the last 5 seconds, but they're picking up the pace with the help of K now. And they're going to try and seal this game. It looks like they've got it in the bag as the timer counts down. And Ro again with the pass off towards the net. Fibo with the save. And now that's
Fibo
going to hit
is-
the ground.
Yeah, that was a really good kind of showcase of what we can expect from those teams on both sides. Oh, Fibo is probably going for a card change there because he was an Octane. That's not his normal car. He likes to play. I think the Batmobile, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Batmobile player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he is.
So they're certainly going to take the next game 10-0 then because he's switching to Batmobile.
Yeah, he's the one guy that always jumps off the wall and scores intense goals with the Batmobile. So we can expect an even more intense series between those teams.
Surprisingly close in terms of possession and pretty much constant pressure. We saw at the beginning it was Ro and K putting a lot of that pressure on, especially in the corners, especially with their passing game as well. We talked about before, Ro and K always expecting great assists and great passing plays, and that's what they've shown us so far. Still very close though, and let's see what Two-Face can do to claw back into this one. We know they're capable.
Yeah,
But what
definitely.
do you think they can do to change their game?
Well, I don't think they have to change much. I just want to mention real quick that we've seen 8 shots on the side of Two-Face and 9 on the side of We'd Be Surprised. So on the side of the offense, I think they're fairly equal. It just really comes down to defensive mistakes that we've seen on the side of Two-Face. So if they can solve this one out, I think they have a fairly good shot at winning this. In fact, KO is now... What is he using? Oh, so no Batmobile. Interesting.
Unlucky.
Alright, after all the hype. Anyway,
Throw
let's get
away
back to the
on
game.
the offense. Now it will be passed over back to K as he tries to take control again, keeping up the pressure, pumping away Chaos. Complete savagery coming out so far. And the backflip is going to leave their blue goal extremely exposed, but Roe with the clutch clear out to the side. Again, straight on the ball.
Oh, that is
gonna be
not
dangerous.
a good touch.
Oh, luckily Chaos. Just the last man back. Final call of defense there for him. An own goal?
This is unreal. What is going on with Fibo? This is the second own goal. What? I don't know what he's doing.
I think I know what he was trying to do here, because Roe was right there ready to hit that ball into the net, and I feel that Fibo felt if he didn't get a touch on that, he was going to get scored on. He had to act fast, and he did. It was unfortunately in the wrong direction, as that is an unfortunate 1-0 lead for We'd Be Surprised.
What a way to get behind it's like the second time. This time it's not an equalizer that even brings them behind and score. So definitely, if that should be a wake-up call for Two-Face. In fact, they go for the play, but Rowe with the clutch save. How did Fibo not score that one? The net was exposed.
Yeah, Rowe did go up pretty late for that one. He did pre-jump the initial shot. He was smart enough to still get up there and contest. And that's exactly what he did.
That was a good clear there from Chaos. Really powerful, really high. Fibo cannot connect to it, but what a clear there from K. That's going to be in if Chaos doesn't get to it. He does so. What a save from Chaos there. Oh my god, those players, like defensively, they're on another level.
Yeah, it's at this point all about offense because we can see that Two-Faces are incredibly good at defending their goal. It's just the level of offense they're determined to put on. So far, they're not doing the greatest job. I'm sure they're going to try and turn this around as they find themselves 1 goal down. Fibo over to Chaos. Downfield again, and Rowe's going to take it.
Ooh, Rowe, you don't want this guy in a 50-50. Like versus him in a 50-50, but unfortunately nothing happened. Chaos, smart play there to Fibo. Fibo redirecting it to Chaos. Chaos goes up. Can he find Fibo? He doesn't quite connect to the ball. Fibo needs to make sure that it stays in their possession. Both players from Two-Face are up in the half. Chaos with a great touch there. K missing the follow-up clear, but Rowe is there fortunately. And now we have some time to breathe.
Yeah, this can be a lot going on in these high-level games.
Oh,
and this could be dangerous. K doesn't get it on net. Unfortunate mechanical mistake there. Just puts it wide. Now Rowe, 50-50. God has kept that one out of his blue side again. K now going to be the first to this one. Passing it over. But Chaos is going to clear that one out. Back to Rowe.
yeah, Fibo missing up the follow-up, missing out on the follow-up pass there. Rowe, smartly enough, puts it to the right side of the field when no one from Two-Face was near. Chaos punches it across the field with a fairly diagonal pass there.
Over to Rowe. He's not going to be able to make the touch. It's going to put it back in the possession of Fibo, who will fire it towards net. His teammate is up as well. But the clutch save from K is going to leave it loose in middle. Rowe gets bumped by Chaos. Really unfortunate. That would have been a completely open net. Really smart decision from Chaos to bump the player out of the way.
Yeah, but a lot of double commit there from Two-Face, and Rowe is not able to capitalize on that. Can he find K? No, he goes for the own goal there. Wow, that was such a tight angle.
Rowe as well, he was about to pass this to K, and actually K was pre-jumping. It shows how much chemistry they have. But in the end, Rowe just gets the really awkward angle and dunks it into the middle of the net.
Yeah, and we hit the last minute of the match, 2-0 for We'd Be Surprised. Two-Face, I mean, it could be 1-0 by now, but they decided to make themselves a bit harder. Fibo now with some... I mean, they go for really interesting passing plays on the side of Two-Face, so they're trying to get more than 3 touches before they're actually going to shoot the ball. Not quite sure if that will work against Rowe and K, which is so clutch in defense. Rowe now with a boomer of clear. That could be a follow-up goal. No, he misses it. Fibo now takes it across the field. K is already waiting. Can he pick up the ball? Yes, he can. Over Chaos. K, can he follow it up? Open net there for We'd Be Surprised. Yeah, he has enough time. Anyway.
Well, they do only have 20 seconds to make something happen. And now at 15 and we're counting down. Time goes incredibly quickly when you're 2 goals down. And here it is, the pivotal moment of the game. What can Two-Face do to claw this one back? They need 1 goal and they need it now.
Nah, it's over by now.
It's not going to happen.
GG's to We'd Be Surprised if we won. You won so much that you're actually going to be in the final now. So GG's to Rowe and K with some incredible display. But they had such a tight fight versus Two-Face.
Yeah, it was perhaps the closest game, the closest series we've actually seen so far in this entire tournament. We can see both teams had a lot of mechanical skill. I would just say what broke it for Two-Face was a lot of double committing and essentially giving away possession. You said they were pulling out a lot of passing plays, which they were. They were taking 2 or 3 touches, maybe from the side of the wall to the other side of the field, but they just weren't getting that extra one at the end. They were just giving away possession too much.
Definitely. But so now We'd Be Surprised has some time to prepare themselves for the finals, and I think we're gonna go straight into the next semifinals. to make sure we don't lose out on the momentum. Right now, I'm a bit too excited, I guess. But we will see DNA, who made it into the semifinals, facing Whoops, and that is going to be a hell of a game.
Yep. As we mentioned before, these two teams are very highly skilled. We saw Adrian and Wzrdry working incredibly well together as a team a couple of series ago. They were just really clicking as two individuals. They are both from the US, so they can probably relate on that level. But now they've got a tough opponent. That's going to be Xzoria and 42. What a game we have on our hands.
Exactly. And we haven't seen 42 and Xzoria playing so far, so we kind of know what to expect from DNA. But, I mean, we both know what to expect from Whoops, but the viewers might not know, so you should definitely be excited about this one.
Yeah,
So
I
it
mean,
looks
this is the
like-
game. This is always the sort of game I'm excited for. 42 and Xzoria, very competent players, but they have taken quite a break from Rocket League recently. Something a lot of people might not know. They used to play competitively, but now not so much. And this is kind of their first tournament or first event back that they're doing. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform.
Exactly. And we're not going to let you guys wait any longer. We give them the go. Teams should join in any second. Let's get this one going. The second semifinals of the Division 6 Summer Showdown. I can't wait, dude. Can't wait.
Yeah, and Flame always keen on the iteration, the semi-finals of the Division 6 Summer Showdown.
Come on, dude. Don't call me out. What the hell? Anyway,
No, I
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean,
use that one. I'm
it's
surprised you even
semifinals.
managed to complete that sentence.
Thank you. Thank you. What does that mean? I don't know. We're going to talk about that one later, I guess. Anyway,
It's a bit of a tongue twister. You guys
I
in
think.
chat can maybe try that one for yourselves. So we are going to get started in the Division 6 2v2 Summer Showdown. It just rolls right off the tongue. And here we are with the first kickoff of the second game in the semi-finals. And Adrian
Let's-
planning to take this one. But 42 is going to beat him. Adrian, what a free jump. He just gets that touch out back to the side. 42 actually rocking the backfire, is that? Am I going crazy?
yeah, it is the backfire. So, I don't know. Some people like it. I'm definitely not a fan of this car. But anyway, nevertheless, still a player to watch out for. DNA needs to make sure they don't give them too much space, because we see already Whoops being on the pressure part for the last 34 seconds. That could be an opportunity for DNA. 42 with the smart demo there. Wzrdry is kind of left alone, but his teammates should be back already. Adrian kind of waiting in the middle. 42 missing it. Awkward position for Wzrdry to be in. Oh, he cannot follow it because it landed the wrong way.
Yeah, things getting a little bit physical, even between two teammates there, Adrian and Wzrdry.
Oh no!
42 is gonna land straight.
What?
He misses the backflip. Oh my days! Oh, backflip feels backflip, man, but just in the
What?
wrong direction.
He didn't even have to flip. He could have just taken it upon himself. He could have just touched it in any way and it would have been in. But that means DNA is kind of lucky on that one. 0-0 still. Now Wzrdry with the shot. 42 this time, not missing the ball, making sure this one gets saved. Zoria missing the follow-up on Adrian, gets the first goal.
This is completely unexpected. Coming from someone who's seen all of these players play, perhaps for maybe 500 hours, I've seen every single one of these players in this lobby play. And I would definitely put my money on 42 and Xzoria, but they're falling apart with nerves right now. They're just not sure what to do.
Yeah, maybe they're a bit nervous, but if you say they played competitively, they shouldn't be nervous in the semi-final. Adrian now taking upon himself to make something happen. Zoria comes in with a great 50-50, but that bounce is way too high. Tight angle shot for him. Adrian with an awkward touch, and that gives the opportunity 42, and he manages to score this one.
Team Whoops trying to finally climb back into this. There's always an aspect of overestimation and underestimation. You can't do either of those things to your opponent. If you get too comfortable in any situation, you're going to get scored on, and that's something both teams are going to be battling with throughout this entire game.
Definitely. Kickoff this time goes in favor of DNA. Adrian puts it up in the air to make something happen by himself, but Zoria is already up. Smart touch there from him, not sure how much boost he has left. Wzrdry with a quick contest there off the wall. Bounce, make sure it bounces in the left corner of Whoops. 42 is kind of left alone, but that's...
Sorry, the redirect attempt is coming out. 42 will pick up the pieces into the corner. 42 again! What a shot! Oh my lord, that's gonna be 2-1. Excellent power shot, excellent pass from Wzrdry as well, off the backboard. And just as you've been talking about giving too much time, we see Wzrdry a lot of just messing around, not really doing much. He's hesitating a lot, which is basically what's killing them for them right now.
The failed attempt there definitely backfired for DNA. So let's see how they'll perform within the next 2 minutes and 44. Clutch demo there from Wzrdry, but that means 2v1 from 42. Almost getting it on target, but Adrian is there to make sure nothing's going on. Wzrdry steals the boost there off the roof there from Adrian, but it doesn't find 42, unfortunately. Can DNA get a clear? Looks a bit weird what they're doing right now.
See a lot more pressure coming up from Whoops now. They're kind of getting into it. They're feeling the rhythm of the game. And just as I say that, 42 is just going to slap that one in. You can see Adrian and Wzrdry getting boost staffed here in the corner. And it looks like Adrian kind of went out to mid to try and get boost, so he must have been quite desperate. And with this high pressure situation, you always feel like you need boost all the time, but it can be dangerous.
That's true. And 42 with his third goal, hat-trick for him. And we still have a bit more than 2 minutes to play. That could be the fourth, but Adrian makes sure to get this one cleared. But nevertheless, Whoops is still on the offense. Zarya with the solo play.
I mean, speaking of solo plays, both these players, both 42 and Wzrdry, are very competent ones players. So that's something I was also expecting to see in this series. A lot of flicks, a lot of dribbles, and that's what we've seen coming out from both players so far.
Yeah, I mean, Wzrdry was mentioning in the chat that he's probably not really comfortable with playing with lag. He's probably mainly playing on EU, and Wzrdry with a great contest there. Good 50-50 in the air, and that kind of melts the lead from Whoops.
Wzrdry just taking way too long to get up in the air, and then when he finally does, he's not positioned his car correctly. Wzrdry just able to get that easy 50-50 as it slides off the side of Wzrdry's car.
True. Great kickoff there from 42. Straight back to Wzrdry. He has boost, so they can make something happen if they wish. Adrian says, hell no, not gonna happen again. Gets in the faces of Whoops, but it doesn't really impact the amount of pressure that we see from Whoops right now. Wzrdry making sure to take their boost. Adrian desperately trying to clear that one, but it goes straight back to 42. Wzrdry has to get to it. He does so. Next 50-50 from him. Turns out to be a pass for Zarya, and Zarya gets to it! Wow.
This is just an entire pile of 50-50s going on. We see one coming up from Wzrdry, doesn't go in his favor. Something that Wzrdry is incredibly good at is forcing 50-50s. We didn't see that on the kickoff. He got, he didn't position himself correctly, but in mid especially, and on the offensive drive, he's incredibly good at reading 50-50s.
Yeah, definitely. Adrian didn't expect Zarya to recover that fast after he was kind of twinkling around there. But yeah, I mean, all of a sudden we see Whoops being... Not really all of a sudden, it was kind of expected to see them scoring more than 3 or 2 goals after all the amount of pressure we've seen. 42 now with another shot opportunity. Wzrdry has to get to it, he does so. But Zarya is already there once more. What an incredible angle from him.
It's going to be a free goal for 42. Excellent pass from Wzrdry, and just Adrian not able to get contact with this one. Wzrdry again seen hesitating. Adrian goes way too early. He had to go even earlier than that, or just perhaps leave it until the last minute and try and get the 50-50 off. Either way, it was an incredibly dangerous situation, and that's going to leave Whoops 6-2 up.
Yeah, we only have 1 minute to play. Kickoff goal, maybe? No, Wzrdry goes to, but Adrian!
Excellent placement from 42 there.
What was going on there? What was going on there? So he takes the boost. Wzrdry doesn't get the clear. Adrian tries to get in the way of 42, but it was too late. He manages to get the touch onto it. And that is the 5th goal of 42. Incredible stuff. Anyway, I mean, I kind of have to give credit to Zarya as well. This guy has 4 assists out of 7 goals. Like he has 2 goals, 4 assists. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, these players, they're basically very strong on team play. They're also incredibly strong on individual talent as well. They pull out the team players when they most need them, and that's what I really like about them.
Yeah, definitely looked like DNA was a worthy opponent. And just when I said it, Adrian gets a good shot there after an amazing pass from Wzrdry off the wall there, beating both players from Whoops. And that manages that leaves the goal wide open and Adrian takes his chance. But it's still 3-7, 27 seconds. I'm not sure if it's a comeback is real for
No,
DNA.
I mean, it's always possible, but with the pressure that Team Whoops is putting on currently, it's going to be very unlikely. Wizardry kind of needs to heat up a little bit, because so far I feel that Adrian's been trying to take charge of most of the plays. He's sort of the guy that flies in and takes 50-50s, and Wizardry is being a bit hesitant, but let's see how he can change the next game.
I mean, he probably recognizes that he has some really good players to play against with, but nevertheless, I'm completely on your side here. He has to step up, and we will see game 1 going in favor of Whoops here. 7-2 is 7-3. In fact, I'm sorry, 7-3 is quite a slaughter, I have to say.
Yeah, and yet the game started up quite even. DNA took the first goal in this game, and then all of a sudden, Whoops, as soon as they got one, DNA just started falling apart, despite their efforts so far.
Exactly. All right, so I don't think we'll let you guys wait. We'll get straight into the next one. I would like to see DNA just coming back from this, getting this into game 3, because that will be such an intense series. But anyway, the teams are joining in right away.
They're certainly
can.
capable of doing it. It's
Yes.
really just figuring out how to get those fast rotations down. We've seen a lot of the time the goals that are being conceded is mainly due to boost starving. That's something that Team Whoops are very good at. So they need to really focus on their rotations if Wizardry and Adrian are able to pull this back.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with you there. Xoria getting in the way of Adrian, so because the net was wide open, smart decision on his part. Xoria getting outplayed there from Adrian, but 42 is already there. Wizardry hesitating to go for the contester up the wall. Not quite sure if that was the right decision, because 42 is so dangerous when he's on the wall. But another great 50-50 from Wizardry.
And finally, when it actually matters, there he is, Wizardry, taking the ball straight off Xoria. Excellent decision to just pile in straight for that ball. Otherwise, if he'd have hesitated any longer, that certainly would have been a goal for Xoria.
Well, maybe not certainly, but it would certainly have been a dangerous situation for the defense from DNA. Okay, not quite sure what that kickoff was. Wizardry was busy talking in the chat. So almost got punished for it. Xoria now versus Wizardry. Wizardry winning the 50-50, but 42 is already there. Adrian has to come in. He does so. Goes fairly quick into the corner. Leaves the net open for Xoria. Good touch from him, and Wizardry cannot react to it in time.
You see 42 following this up the wall and then just backflipping out to go for boost. That's another aspect of the boost starving we've seen so far. Just mainly just making the orange side feeling, the blue side feel incredibly uncomfortable, especially when the ball's flying into the corners and off the backboard. It's making them feel like they have to do something, and then when they can't, that's when they start to break apart.
42 takes it over. Wizardry here. Xoria, can he get to it? No, he cannot. Adrian misses the save as well, and 42 comes in after setting up himself. That was a weird goal. I'm not quite sure what happened there. So he bounces off the crossbar. Adrian cannot connect to it, and 42 comes in from the left side after he took the boost. Easy score, easy goal.
Seen that twice actually this series. Last game it was Wizardry that got an incredibly awkward save out to the side of the goal, but it just wasn't far enough. So Adrian and Wizardry need to focus on their placement, because it's very easy in a panic to just hit the ball in no particular direction.
Yeah, in any direction, I agree. Meantime, we see Whoops continuing the pressure. Xoria with an amazing pass, and 42 just has to touch it. That is the gameplay, the synergy that you were talking about. Look at that. Takes his time.
That's the pressure I like to see.
Yeah.
Xoria straight over to the goal where he knows that Wizardry can't reach it. And again, Wizardry, in that being a little bit hesitant, he needs to go for that or he's going to get punished. And that's the reality of Rocket League sometimes.
Adrian goes up for the shot. That would have been on target. I think that would have been a goal. 42 is going for the boost right there. Wizardry looking for Adrian, but he cannot connect to the pass, fortunately. It was a bit too tight, a bit too close to 42 there, so Adrian decided not to go for it. A lot of ping-pong-ish style going on right now, a lot of 50-50s. Xoria winning that one, trying to get a good clear. What a boomer from Xoria onto the other side of the pitch. Can he follow it up? Oh, that was a bit too hard touch there. Adrian with the wide clear 42 is there. Wzrdry with the follow-up. Can he manage to get it on target? That's
Leave
going
this
high
to
up in the
Adrian.
air.
He is up.
Oh!
He does actually just... Oh my god, Adrian. Now, finally, he gets a chance to show what he's capable of. Wzrdry with the excellent 50-50 to put that one up high, and Adrian's so fast, he's always thinking on his feet. Goes straight up for that and just pings it straight down to the net.
We've seen a couple of goals from Adrian like this, where he just has to really boost up and make sure he drops down in the goal, so no chance for the defense from Whoops. But it looks like DNA pressuring Adrian with another shot, and they get another goal within 10 seconds.
And again, Adrian pulling the team forward. He's taking advantage of what he can from the touches from Wzrdry. Wzrdry's getting more involved, and we've seen him in the previous games. He's trying to go for those 50-50s, and he's recognizing when he has the time. And that's giving Adrian a lot of opportunities to score.
Definitely, and I didn't realize that that was the equalizer actually. After a 3-1, after being down 3-1, they managed to come back. That could be the 4-3 though. 42 missing the shot right there. Wzrdry taking it up the wall. Does he follow it up? No, he lets it drop down. And Zarya gets to it in just in time. Adrian with the shot attempt, but that was too fast for him to follow it up really. That leaves Wzrdry in a 2v1.
This is an open net if Xaria can put it out mid, but the weird bounce will slow things down a little bit. Xaria will pop it up the wall. Wzrdry being a little bit slow again, and this is going to be open for Xaria. Can he pop it down? It's a hard angle, and that free jump.
What a clear from Adrian, and this
gives them the counter attack as the frostbite goal explosion merits their successes.
All of a sudden, we see DNA taking the lead. This is, if the score stays like that, we're gonna see a game 3 between those two teams, and it's definitely an improvement on the side of DNA.
Yeah, I think mainly Wzrdry. Maybe he was listening to the stream, but he's certainly been a lot more confident. You can see now, going off the wall for the aerial. That just forces Team Whoops back a little bit. They know that there could be a second touch.
Yeah, so it's definitely a smart decision to go for that. That's a good tip. I'm gonna take that one. Oh, sorry, great 50-50. 4-4 now.
Can't be stopped. Exoria and Roe, that's why they used to be in a team. They're all really good at doing this.
Yeah. Not quite sure what to say. Adrian, probably, you don't want to go... I mean, first of all, you don't want to really have a 50-50 in front of your net when your teammate is really there to help you out. So it might have been smarter to put it to the side, but Zarya was so quick that there wasn't really any option left but a 50-50. Definitely a good play. 42 now setting up himself. There's going to be a goal.
Oh my lord, was that a ground pinch to put that one in? 42 is absolutely nuts here. Just off the wall. Follows it up by himself. Adrian too slow. Oh, didn't actually touch it in the end, but if he had have done, that would have been a bit crazy.
Yeah, that was an unexpected hit there from 42, and Wzrdry was not quite ready for this. And now we see the score is just bouncing left and right. Like now we see Whoops being in the lead, and it could be an equalizer if Adrian gets to it. He does so, but he doesn't connect it to the net
Adrian,
quite enough.
No. I'm gonna tell him off for that one later.
I don't know how many opportunities we'll get against Whoops though. You have to take every chance, and you have to make sure you score those 100% ones. Because right now they're being behind 42, trying to make something happen. Adrian get faked out there by Wzrdry.
Wzrdry 50-50ing that one out. And now Adrian will take the boom downfield. 42 redirecting it into his own corner to clear that one out. Adrian reversing on it, but it's going to beat them both out as 42 has free reign to score here. It will just slide in as both players for Team DNA are upfield together, they rotate together, and subsequently they're out of net together.
But what a shot there from 42. Such a powerful hit there after being in the air for a couple of seconds over the wall. That's quite impressive. And so far it looks like we will see Whoops continuing their rampage to move into the finals. 42 with another shot opportunity, but Zarya is there to back him up. 7-4 for Whoops now.
I'll give credit to Adrian. He's really good at pre-jumping saves.
Yeah, look at that. That was an incredible save. I didn't mention that though. My bad.
He's done that a few times this series. He's just got himself up. He's got himself in the way of the ball, and it's actually worked out really well for him. So he's doing a really good job on defense.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't help if you're being down 3 goals. So they have to work on their offense as well. 36 seconds to go. There needs to be a goal happening right now, otherwise I don't see them coming back from this. But Whoops will definitely make sure that they're not giving them any more opportunities. In fact, that could be another goal. 42 with the shot, but Adrian is already back. And
It's
yeah,
already back on the ball now. He's now in the corner trying to pass it over to his teammate 42. I see Wzrdry and Adrian both whiffing on that one as double commit happens. Now Wzrdry over to Adrian in defense.
last 10 seconds. I don't know. I think we'll see Whoops getting a quite comfortable win then in the end after they turned the switch and managed to get themselves a spot in the finals. GG's to what was the name again? I forgot it. GG's to Whoops anyway, and kudos to DNA as well. That was a tense best of 3 actually.
It was a closely fought battle, and there were some points in that series where I thought this game could actually be really close. In terms of like getting to overtime, it was just one of the teams, and in this case, it was Team Whoops. They decided to go and whoop. They really decided to put all they had. They got those passing plays going, and it was a hesitation from Team DNA.
Definitely. But anyway, so that means we have the last matchup of the day, the finals, coming up soon. But yeah, thank you. I was just about to announce that. But anyway, so before we get to the finals, I want everyone to refresh, grab something, maybe to drink. I think I need some alcohol. No, I won't. But anyway, this is such an intense
It is.
intense tournament
Absolutely.
so far. I'm really enjoying myself. How about you guys?
It's awesome. Like, for how well it's gone, and I hope everyone else has been enjoying it as much as we have actually setting this thing up. It's been amazing to set this up for everyone. Again, sell-out plug, but follow. There's the Discord and everything else that we're doing. We're only going to improve as we go along as well. We're only going to get bigger and better events. But do stay tuned. We're going to be back in 5 minutes for the finals. And we'll see who's going to be walking home with that merch.
Certainly will.
Merge, and also make sure you follow our Twitch and Discord.
Yes.
I don't know if you didn't say that, so I just mentioned it. Yeah, no, kind of, but you didn't say, like, you can put an exclamation mark Discord.
Follow us!
Anyway, we're heading into the break.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Xori is still there.
We are
It
back.
was, hey, we're back.
We're in the right lobby,
we-
man. What you talking about? We're in the right
Yeah,
place.
I was trusting you on that call, mate. Hell.
We'd be surprised versus Whoops. It's going to be a
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
In fact, let me just quickly switch over to the bracket screen so we can see the journey that these guys have faced on the way
We
here.
can talk a bit about the history in this tournament so far. I mean, we've seen both teams playing, and they actually managed to be the top 2 teams out of 24. So,
Look at it. There's only one of these matches out of how many Roman on the 23rd match now? Only one of the matches has been 2-1. The rest have been in straight set wins for every single team. That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Actually,
not
that's
all of
actually
those 2-0s have been, throwaway games. I
No.
mean, for certain, we've had quite a few that are just really close, game by game, but it just turns out that, they won both, and we're looking at 2-0. It's
Yeah, so-
kind of unfortunate in a sense.
definitely every team was capable of carrying on the momentum, I guess. Especially our 2 finalists here. We'd be surprised if we won. I mean, the name itself is a meme, right? I mean, they made it into the finals. And also Whoops. So, have we seen playing Whoops besides the semifinals? I don't think so.
No,
Oh.
but it's definitely what I would describe as a powerhouse of a team. We haven't seen these guys under immense pressure yet. I mean, DNA in the semifinals, it's an incredibly good team, Wzrdry and Adrian. But so far we haven't seen the team of Whoops, which is incredibly competitive and have just come back to the scene. Haven't seen them play against that real pressure yet. Like, I'm talking in Grand Champ standard, and I'd really like to see how they do against We'd Be Surprised.
That is true. And I think we're not going to let you guys wait any longer and get straight into the finals. It's a best of 5, so we'll see. We'll see a bit more games between those teams. And also, it would be interesting to see who's going to take the prizes home. For the first place, we have 2 black market decals. And also, that's the main reason everyone's attending this tournament, of course, D6 merch, which
Yeah.
they can choose from a couple of items that we have for them with the colors of the logo as well. And second place will get some exotic wheels and no merch, unfortunately. But this is the first tournament, so the prizes are a bit, simpler, I would say. Definitely going to be higher in the next one. But anyway, let's go. Give the teams the go. And let's get into the finals of the Division 6 Summer Showdown.
Best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first and last best of 5 we can see today. Winner takes it. Well, not quite takes it all. Losers will get something, obviously. But yeah, final game. It's been like 2.5 hours now. Seen, 24 teams come and go, left down to just these final 2.
And it makes it even more hype that all of these players actually used to play together. Ro, 42 and Xori used to be in the same team, so
Oh, that's
we're looking at a lobby which is practically all friends here.
Yeah, that is interesting. And there we go. The finals started, ladies and gentlemen. Let the game begin.
See
Anyway.
Xori already pushing this ball down mid, and Ro's going to be there. We can expect a lot of 50-50s from him in this game. But we've seen already Xori and 42 with no strangers to 50-50s themselves. It's going to be really interesting how they match up.
Yeah, I mean, 50-50s. We have 3 50-50 gods, as it looks like. Row with the shot attempt, but that's not quite on target. Now 42 versus K. K is patiently waiting there, giving Row the opportunity to come back. But that goes high up. Zoria putting it into the air. 42 is there. That is going to be the first goal.
Oh, the hesitation from Ro here. He's just sat in there. He tries to go for the boost. He gets it taken off him by 42, and there's nothing he can do. He just sits there as 42 flies into the air, powers that one in. It's 1-0.
Definitely a smart play on the side of Whoops, and we'd be surprised they have tougher opponents now that they faced previously. 50-50 there goes in favor of Zoria. K comes back in time.
What a clutch save from K. And that's going to give him breathing room. 42 is not going to have it though. Puts it back out to Xori. He's going to wait back and take his time in the corner here.
Oh, Zoria, uncharacteristic miss from him there, but he knows 42 is back. Roy, quick on the contest this time. Definitely not hesitating. Shot attempt from him, but that is such a tight angle that I don't see that being a goal every time. Zoria now takes it on the other side, but Roy is already there.
Ro has
K
time
comes
here.
in.
The flick is not going to get past 42 as he reads it, almost flying backwards for the save, but this could be dangerous. Wzrdry back out to middle, where Ro is already waiting. Leaves it for K.
I'm not quite sure what Would Be Surprised is doing right now. They give so much space to Whoops. Left the ball there for the midfield once more. Ro now setting up himself, cannot quite connect to it. K is up, puts it to the backboard once more. Tries to follow it up himself. Wzrdry should be getting it clear. Now he misses it once more. They lose 42 in an awkward position there. And Roy gives his life for that 50-50, and that should be another goal. 42 missing the shot there. And Rory respawned already, fortunately.
Ro has to get up for this. He can't save it. Really unlucky from Ro. Again, we see him caught out in defense. He's just not quite in the position. He's got 0 boost. Has only just picked up a pad as he goes up, and he just can't reach it.
Yeah, I was expecting him to save that one. That's why I continued talking. But unfortunately, we see Whoops being up 2 goals already, and we just played 2 minutes of the game. So Whoops continuing their rampage. Hopefully, we'll see Would Be Surprised coming back. K with a shot opportunity, but 42 with a quick contester saving that goal. 42 now another shot, but Wzrdry gets it to the side.
42 waiting in net here. Depending on Wzrdry, it's a push out, and he will make it awkward for Would Be Surprised as he flicks it over to 42. What passing play! That's almost going to go into the net, but K waiting patiently in net.
Wzrdry doesn't get a good touch into that. Could be a counter-attack opportunity for Would Be Surprised. Roy decides to punch it across the field. 42 with a great contest there, putting it straight back in the half of Would Be Surprised. K now trying to get something happening, but Wzrdry is already waiting. The shattering from this guy is so good. There's no real space for K to make anything happen. Roy decides to put it across the field once more. We see a lot of those long, powerful clears on both sides.
Yeah, it's becoming kind of ping-pongy. Other than, I'd say Wzrdry and Roe are the main contenders going for 50-50s right now, and Roe especially, he's doing a really good job of just waiting patiently on the end of whatever comes his way.
Definitely true. Once more, Roy with a interesting touch there. Doesn't quite get the controller he was looking for, but wins the follow-up 50-50 nevertheless. K now coming in, putting a lot of pressure onto Wzrdry. 42 needs to get it wide clear, and he does so, but that goes straight back to Roy. This is almost like volleyball right now. Can Roy follow it up? No, he cannot.
Who is
K.
going to be the first person to actually put that pressure on? You have to go a step further in this game. It can be very easy to become content with just pinging the ball back and forth. But someone eventually needs to follow up and try and get that goal in. And it looks like that team is going to have to be Would Be Surprised as they sit 2 goals behind.
That is true, but they also, I feel like they're a bit hesitating because they just want to go for those 100% shots that you already mentioned. They're down 2 goals, and we're already hitting the last minute of the first match. Doesn't look like Would Be Surprised having an easy time here. Rowe with the clutch save. K has to follow up. 42 gets the block there. You know, it's just crazy stuff we're seeing right now. Wzrdry with the boost steal as well manages to boost after while being on a really unfortunate situation. K missing the ball, and there we go.
Gonna be a goal for 42. At this stage, Would Be Surprised can see the time ticking away in front of them, and they need to get something started, but they just simply can't. They need boost and possession to do that, and that is exactly what Wolves has been depriving them of for the last 30 seconds.
So this is on a those are the macro plays that you can do in Rocket League, right? Trying to manage the boost for your opponents by starving them. I wish I would understand how they do it.
It's incredibly hard to think about it in a tournament setting as well. It's so easy to just waste all your boost in a panic. It looks like 42 and Wzrdry doing a really good job of that. Takes the dribble. We'll try and flick this over to Wzrdry. It will just go over one player, almost over Rowe, but he's waiting again. That's not going to be enough for Wzrdry as he comes in off the rebound. Excellent play from 42 here. Getting that flick, and Rowe's left in an awkward spot where he can't do anything but pass it back to the waiting Wzrdry, who puts that one in.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go, and I would say Whoops is definitely setting the pace in this final. It's a best of 5, so there's enough room for Would Be Surprised to come back from this, but they have to step up the game. Last seconds are running out right now. I don't think we will see anything happening right now. When I said it, Wzrdry with a shot opportunity, but K gets the save, and that would surely just hit the ground. There we go. First game, man. This is setting up some amazing final, I think.
Yeah, we've got a long road ahead of us as well. 42 and Exoria probably quite warmed up at this point after the game just played in the semi-finals. We really want to see We'd Be Surprised coming out and just going clutch, because so far being a little bit hesitant in places and usually in the wrong places. So hopefully K as well, because I've been seeing Road doing a lot of the 50-50s. Hopefully K can come out and start getting those challenges as well.
Yeah, but just to talk about the amazing team play we see on the side of Whoops, if you check the stats, you will see 3 goals from 42, 3 assists from Zoria, 1 assist from 42, 1 goal from Zoria, and also 5 shots on both sides. So it just shows how incredible well they perform together.
Yeah,
It's
the
definitely a
6
challenge. We'd be
saves.
surprised.
The 6 saves coming up from We'd Be Surprised as well just really demonstrates how hesitant they were at times. Definitely just defending the goal line a lot. Getting caught out by a lot of the passes, as you mentioned. Whoops doing a really good job of team play. And what we saw is that Row was just basically waiting on the end of the ball, but it's not always enough, because as soon as you get 50-50'd, your goal's going to be up.
That is true. But anyway, we hopefully will see We'd Be Surprised giving Whoops a bit more of a fight. We've seen the previous game, and in fact we'll see 42 and K facing each other in the kickoff. Fairly interesting kickoff there. Row was already high up there, almost giving the ball to Zoria, but manages to get behind it. Interesting touch there from him. Can he outplay 42? No, 42 wins the 50-50, but K is there.
Zoria just have to go up for this, but it's going to be beaten out by Row. Interestingly, Row, I can see already trying to be the aggressor of the team, trying to carry through. 42 is going to try and flick again. Row again, who can see is waiting patiently. It's something he's doing well, just needs to do it at the right times.
Zoria with gets in the way, gets 2 consecutive touches there against Row and K, and puts a lot of pressure on the defense there from We'd Be Surprised. 42 looking for his teammate, he finds him. Zoria puts it onto the backboard there, and that is a counter-attack for Row, and this is going to be a goal.
Unlucky play here. Exoria wasn't really meant to power this one as high as he meant to. It shows mechanical awareness, because he knew that if he shot it in any other way, it probably would have gone too low and it would have been an easy save for Row. So what he did, he tried to scoop underneath the ball, but unfortunately goes straight booming off the crossbar, straight back into the orange half.
That is definitely true. And that is a good start for We'd Be Surprised. So. Oh, Zoria, that was not the best touch there, but manages to get the follow-up touch versus Row. Oh, incredible play there from Row. Completely pulling down the pants from 42, but unfortunately nothing happened. And that is a wide clear.
42 now following this one on the wall. And gonna decide not to go for it as K gets a very powerful touch out to the mid. Goes for it again. 42 has to make a decision, and he does. He gets a really nice touch out to mid, passing it straight to Exoria. Excellent play from 42, especially here.
To get such a hit, like this incredibly well placed to Zoria under a situation where you definitely have to hit that one, otherwise it will be a goal. It just shows how cool those players are, how I don't know, how much trust they have in their own skill and their own capability of delivering the ball where they want them to be. It's impressive. It's really impressive.
Crucial mistake as well from Row. The reason that counter-attack happened was because he actually went for the ball on K's pass, and he went too late. He has to respect the ability of this team to clear the ball out.
I 100% agree with you there. A little bit of shenanigans going on Whoops. Bump there from Zoria as well. But Roy wasn't able to capitalize on that one mistake we've seen so far on the side of Whoops. The defense, that is a wide clear. That could be another goal, but Row comes in from the side. The hero for We'd Be Surprised in this game. Roy seems to struggle with his 50-50s.
Yeah, it's something he hasn't been doing exceptionally as well as he has been in other series so far. But as we said, it's because he's quite frankly against people who are also incredibly good at 50-50s. He's getting a little bit outshone, and I feel like he's also going for them too often.
Oh, no.
And again, just a bit of panic here from Roy. He's very keen to get on the end of the ball. He's very keen to try and 50-50. Kind of tries to do that here as he tries to get up and pop it up. Didn't unfortunately leave himself enough time to get on it again. Wzrdry just punished us for that one.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of times that shadowing for We'd Be Surprised didn't really work out. Like, it left them in really awkward positions there, so they might want to be a bit quicker on the contest, maybe forcing the 50-50s a bit more. Good 50-50 there from
Oh.
Rowie this time, but 42 is already there.
Good touch from K. It's only going to go as far as 42 though. He'll instantly be up. Oh,
Oh,
Xario up
good
42
shot.
might just be in. That's going to be an unfortunate own goal from K. He did all he could. There's nothing he could have done. He couldn't have done any more here. Xaria, excellent shot on
Boing,
net.
boing.
K off his own bar and unfortunately straight back into his path. If he'd have saved that, I'd imagine maybe 42 would have scored this anyway. And that's
That
going to
was-
leave them 3-1.
That is a
2
heartbreaking.
minutes.
That is a heartbreaking goal. Hopefully, I would be surprised. Can recover from that, and it looks like him putting immediate pressure on the side of Whoops there, but it's not good enough. Zoria already,
Excellent pass back.
already so quick on the contest. K with the shot opportunity. Zoria makes sure to put it across K. At least Row with the shot, but Zoria once more. Solid defense on his side. It looks like both players are really capable of doing anything that we really require in the field. Anyway.
Whoa. Again, going for 50-50, but there's no one there to 50-50 with. It's what he has to be very careful of. He can't just aimlessly go for those sort of things. He has to make sure there's someone on the other end. Xaria off the corner. Excellent touch, placing his car upside down to clear that one out. 42 misses the touch. It's going to give Rowe a shot. 42, excellent 50-50 to keep it out. And now we see it's Whoops on the offensive again.
Yeah, but they kind of feels like they sit back and relax a bit because they have the 2 goals lead, so they can take it a bit slower. Don't have to take too many risks. On the other side, we'd be surprised, brute forcing their way, trying to dismantle the defense as good as they can. But Zoria once more with the I'm not sure what K is doing right there. Looks like he has a DC or what? No, he's back currently. Not quite sure what was going on there. Leaves Rowe in an unfortunate position, but he manages to get it clear. Now Zoria versus 2, and Rowe comes in after K
Challenge
was
on the
beaten to the
side.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really nice awareness from Rowe. He was absolutely ready to go for that 50-50 in the event that K missed. That's really good knowledge of just team play and chemistry. You know when your teammate needs help.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that we have 25 seconds to go, and they're still down 2 goals.
They have a lot of work to do.
Exactly, but if Whoops wins this game, the next game could be match point already.
But are we going to see a reverse sweep? Because it's quite K almost have another own goal. It would have been even more unfortunate than his career has already been this game so far. And Team Whoops been surprisingly aggressive considering their goal lead. But with 1 second on the clock, this is just going to fall down. And 42 immediately touches this onto the side. And that game, second is going to go to Whoops.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Whoops is so strong. Again, three goal participations on the side of 42. 8 shots in total, both with 4 shots. Like both of them do everything basically. So they don't have like one offensive, one defensive player. Overall, really good players in every aspect. So we'd be surprised. I'm not sure. What do you suggest for them? What should they change? Because next match is going to be next game is going to be match point.
It's a pivotal moment for them. They have to change something and they have to do it now. What I suggest to We'd Be Surprised is Rowe is being incredibly aggressive so far. And we've seen K is kind of just doing the job of kind of like the sweeper. He's just clearing the ball out when he needs to. And on, a couple of occasions we've seen it doesn't go to plan and he maybe whiffs the touch, leaving Rowe to try and do everything himself. So Rowe probably needs to lay back a little bit and trust K to try and get in there for the contest and maybe encourage him to do that a little bit more.
I definitely agree with you. And don't worry about the background noises. It's Grandy munching. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. But anyway. What? I know. So why don't you mute yourself? Anyway. Game 3. Let's see how this one will go. We see K facing 42 in the first kickoff of the third game. Man, I'm excited. So a lot of pressure on the side of We'd Be Surprised.
I really do want to see K take some offensive plays in his own stride this game. He's been relatively defensive. He does have quite a bit of ping, but it's really no reason that you can't just go all out and try and show us the best that you can do. See how he performs here, as he does actually start going on the offensive here, pushing the ball out mid and again another touch trying to pass back to Rowe. It's perhaps an example of when you can get too aggressive, but Rowe Just trying to
Well,
read
that's-
K here as he does pass
that
it
is
over.
That is a good pass there, but Rowe doesn't. That was a bit too far back for him, really. That was in the middle of the field. It's fairly hard to get a powerful shot well placed from this distance because the defense from Whoops will see it far away. Rowe now trying to get into a 50 with 42, but as you already mentioned previous, so many, like, they're all really good at 50-50, so Rowe can't really count on that ability, I would say.
Okay, fast in the air. I'm seeing a little bit of independence coming up from K. Maybe they were listening to the stream because now I see that Rose being the more defensive player, but just turns out that he was a little bit too indecisive with this. Victoria booms it downfield, probably quite worried about what 42 is going to do here, and he gets bumped out of the way by him in the process.
Yeah, Rowe gets launched in the air there. And Whoops is strong as always. Those powerful clears, they've given them so many goals already. Zoria hesitating, K missing the ball, that surely will be a goal if they get to it. Now Zoria decides to put it into the corner, gives some room to work for, we'd be surprised. Roy now trying to get to yet another 50-50 with 42. That should be a shot for either side. K doesn't get the best touch into it while Zoria decided to backflip. 42 versus 2 right now. What can he make? Can he make something happen? Rowe, that was a pretty dangerous play there.
It was risky. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to take control. He's trying to fix his old ways, trying not to be too aggressive and go for 50-50s. But sometimes you have to realize that there are really dangerous situations where you do actually need to be that 50-50 powerhouse.
Zoria missing an open net there. K with a good shot. Is that on target? No, it hits the post, and Zoria misses the follow-up as well. Does he have enough boost? K fakes out Zoria there, but Rowe is already on his way back, and 42 gets the wide clear there.
Rowe does have time. Gets it downfield. K bouncing it back onto the orange backboard. 42 misses the clear off the back wall. K again. Just mechanical mistakes here, sort of preventing them from getting that crucial goal back. They have 2 minutes and 30 to do it.
I'm not quite sure. I think the pressure is too much for We'd Be Surprised right now to handle. Zoria with the fake attempt, but K is already there. Backwards save there from him. Well done.
And boost is going to be an issue for Rowe here, as the double commit has left him fairly dry. Okay, is going to have to take control here. Not before Zoria gets the touch though. He has to do something now. Rowe will recover for him.
42, let that drop in the middle. Zoria had no boost, so he had to refresh, which he does. He's back in the business right now. Leaves it to Rowe to play that one. Good touch there from him.
Rowe taking control, being a little bit smarter than he was before, and we've seen that's going to lead to a little bit more offensive pressure for We'd Be Surprised.
K, what are you doing? This is going to be another goal.
That's filthy. You can't just do that. They have families. Okay, bouncing it off. Awkward touch. Despite the whiff, no one could have anticipated this, as Zoria just pounds down on the ball, gets a double touch, and fires it into the net. It's going to be 2-0 now, but there's plenty of time to make something happen for We'd Be Surprised.
Yeah, but every second will weigh harder on the shoulders of We'd Be Surprised. Rowe with a clutch save right there. They need to make the counterattacks count. Oh no, Zoria with an uncharacteristic miss there, but 42 reacts just in time. But that gives enough boost and enough time for We'd Be Surprised. K missing up the shot, missing the follow-up there. And this could be dangerous for We'd Be Surprised.
You can tell K is definitely getting a little bit worried and a little bit panicked about the not just the deficit, but also the deficit of scoring the series. They're currently 2 games down. They're 1 away from losing the entire series. And as a result, we've seen him getting a bit desperate with the hits on the ball and making a lot of mistakes.
That is true. I think the last goal for Whoops was definitely avoidable. K now with the solo play. That should be a goal.
Oh, 42 with the clutch 50-50 save. That's what he does best, especially in difficult situations. 42 just piles in and reads the touch perfectly.
Yeah, and the time is running out for We'd Be Surprised. It looks like we're gonna see a sweeping game there from Whoops. Sweeping match so far. I don't know.
They have 23 seconds to make something happen. If they do it now, they could still be in with a chance. They are 2 goals down. Sounds like a lot. but in 15 seconds, a lot can happen. It's looking less and less likely now
Last
as the
10
ball
seconds.
sits in the blue end. It looks like
Oh, no,
42
okay.
and Exoria can start celebrating.
There we go.
Does clear it back out. 2-1. And that's going to be the third game going to Team Whoops. GG's, everybody. They are going to be taking home the prizes at the end of the day. A clean 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely GG's there. And Whoop's going to be the Division 6 Summer Showdown champions with an astonishing performance. I think they haven't gave up a single game in the whole tournament. So that is really impressive.
Yeah, they've performed exceptionally well. It's the chemistry between those guys. 42 and Exoria, despite having that break from competitive play, they've come back and really shown what they can do, beating some of their old teammates as well in the process, which is certainly not easy. But how aggressive they got on their 50-50, absolutely on point, completely deserved win.
Definitely. I mean, there's no doubt about it that they really deserve to have this beautiful Division 6 merch. So, yeah, these 6 merchandise, exactly. So we'll see how that one will look. Anyway, kudos also to We'd Be Surprised. Good tournament on their side as well. It was definitely a good finals, nevertheless. And yeah, so thanks to everyone. I think you want to talk a bit about the finals? Probably not. I think everything was set already.
It was just such an intense game.
Yeah.
Set of games. I mean, in the end, I think Zoria and 42 were just a bit more in tune with each other. Fortunately for Ryan K, I mean, they're amazing players and they did play well up until that final hurdle. But in the end,
I think they were super nervous. Ro was texting that he's like quite nervous right now.
they got to the finals, man.
Yeah, still. I mean, but in the finals, you don't want to get beaten 3-0, right?
That's not the way you want to go.
That's a bit hard. But anyway, yeah. So the players, we're gonna contact them, give them the merch and the items as well. I mean, we'd be surprised getting some nice exotic wheels as well. So it's something at least, I guess.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so I think that is it from us so far. Thanks to everyone who is staying with us until the end. Thanks for Denial for... Okay, goodbye. I know he's back. All right.
Rest in peace, internet.
Oh, that's unfortunate. No. I was just about to thank you for being my co-caster. I hope you enjoyed being around. Yeah, I came in last minute as well.
This was an absolute pleasure for me. It was probably one of the most exciting tournaments I've ever witnessed.
Oh no!
The players especially, doesn't really matter who you're watching, who you're spectating, or who's playing. It's really about the difference in skill and how close the games are. And I can say this series, a lot of the series are incredibly tense, and that's something I really liked.
Exactly. And it was a pleasure to cast with you as well. It's always nice to have some semi-professional to professional caster with you. It was really impressive. I learned a lot as well. But anyway, thanks also to Grandy for being our amazing streamer with a lot of preparation, as you've seen, with some insane production quality. I can't wait to watch the stream back.
Yeah, same.
and see how everything went. But yeah, is there anything you want to add? Or
the crew behind the scenes that we didn't really get to see too much of, but some of the teams obviously interfaced with as they went along. So we've got Clover, of course, Denial and Flame as the casters, Elmo, Rahul is our head moderator, Godfather Shankar, Jay, Mustang, Nish, and Big Smokey and Wzrdry as well for helping to make this go as smoothly as possible. I don't think I ever had to pretty much ask any questions of anyone at any point. It was all provided up in front, which is the way it's supposed to be, but we so rarely get whilst going around these organisations. So it's just wonderful that everything went so well, and it's all down to those guys making it so smooth for us. So,
yeah, we had a really nice team. I was about to say thank you for you guys as well.
And to the viewers.
Also the viewers. But, I mean, that was our very first tournament, and we can be really excited about the future, because there's only improvement, right? Now that we've set the we kind of set the bar. There's and there will only be better tournaments in the future. We will also have like community tournaments and whatever. So it's not only Rocket League, but mainly Rocket League. So we're probably thinking of like a PUBG tournament at some point if we can get enough players in.
Ooh.
Who knows?
That's a bit ambitious. we haven't discussed
Well,
this. We have not discussed
No,
this.
it's just I say it's in the. It might be a possibility. Who knows? I know that a couple of people are already asking for it,
Right.
but it doesn't have to be 100 people joining the server. But
Yeah, it'd be
whatever.
interesting
So
to do
that's-
if we do manage
you know,
to get it.
if
I'll
you-
tell you that much.
You know what? If you want to make sure you don't miss out on anything like that in the
Absolutely.
future, drop a follow to our to our Twitch channel. Also, make sure you join our Discord, where we have all or most of the people that were participating in this lovely tournament. Also, we'll have probably some future actions and content on our YouTube channel, and also within our Steam group. I'm not sure how many commands you set up, but you can find everything underneath in the panels as well. And I don't know, is there anything else to say?
Nothing from
just
me.
if anybody in chat hasn't already joined the Discord, be sure to do that. The link is in the Twitch chat. You can get that by simply typing !Discord. It's a fantastic place to be. We're all sat here waiting to welcome you. So if you just pop in, don't be afraid to say hi. We're all incredibly friendly, and you can always find all the news about what we're up to.
Exactly. And I think that's it from us for today. My name is Flame,
I'm Grandy.
And I'm Denial.
Whee.
and we're out. See you guys.
Cheers, guys.
Dry, it was bone dry.